No escaping this. No escape.
No one's ready to deal with us.
Yeah, no escaping this. Episode 3. Aurie Styla, SheJay, and Carmen London. What's good? You guys good?
Good.
Life is good.
All good.
All right. Do I love is that the energy you had a minute ago, I've got to be cautious of, because I know it's there and it's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get you like fired up already.
And I'm drinking as well, so I don't
Okay.
normally drink.
Let's hide the bamboo. And
Yeah, I don't normally drink, so whatever happens, I apologize.
No, don't apologize. Just speak your mind. Well, firstly, it's not the best of weeks. We saw the news on the Nipsey, and it's been I don't know. Have you been watching like loads of like the interviews and people's reviews on this and talking about it?
It's pretty hard to not really notice it, because it was weird, because I was at Mother's Day, and just kind of laying in bed, just going through something, and I saw somebody from the States post, "What am I hearing this about? Nipsey Hussle got shot," and I'm like, hold on. It's the first thing I do. I'm like, let's Google that. Hit news.
Confirm the info,
let's see
innit?
where TMZ is at with
Yeah.
it. Because as we all know, from TMZ broke Michael Jackson, I always check them first. It's a terrible habit of mine. But I saw it and I was like, Nipsey Hussle's been reported to be shot outside his shop. And I'm like, wait, Nipsey? It just confused
It's
me.
random, isn't it?
It confused
you wouldn't
me.
expect it.
Number one, that it happened outside his store.
His own thing, yeah.
So it's very apparent that this isn't just, I wouldn't say this was random, because
You knew
Nipsey's
where
been,
Nipsey was going to be.
thank you, Nipsey's been deb out. And then I kind of fell asleep, woke up next morning, and then a couple of my music WhatsApp groups started flicking. And I'm like, nah. Because when I open my phone, I see 43 messages. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
So when I see that he had passed, I'm like, what this? It was just one of them. I was just like, that one is very, have you ever had that friend where you always knew they were going to jail, but then when they got sent down for life, you were still kind of shocked, but you weren't shocked at the same time?
Yeah.
That's what happened with Nipsey. When I heard that he got shot, because again, the days of someone getting shot and getting up, they seem to be very few and far between of late. Because before, again, I'm from the generation when Tupac got shot, he was out of hospital soon, everything was Chris, and you know what I mean? They just kind of wrap them up and then that's it, new album coming telling you about the whole thing. 50 Cent got shot 9 times, all of that.
And about talking the things.
See it there. But now, it's just kind of like, when you hear them get shot, it's kind of like, oh, I don't know, because they said the man got shot 6 times.
Yeah,
Yes,
five
six
chests
or
and
8 times, something
something
like that.
like that. Yeah, it was
A lot
in
of
his
times,
chest
a
and
lot
in
of
his head
times.
and I was
Innit?
you lot like a fan of Nipsey?
I was a Nipsey fan, I'm not gonna lie, I was. But
Yeah?
I thought it was April Fool's. Because when I first saw it, it was the 1st of April. I saw Drake
Okay,
post it first.
yeah.
So I'm thinking,
yeah, of course.
I saw Drake post something about Nipsey Hussle. I'm thinking, it must be a joke. It's not real. It has to be a joke because April Fools.
Yeah.
Everyone always jokes on
Yeah.
April Fools. I thought it has
It's
to
a
be a
horrible
joke.
joke,
Yeah.
but it can't be real.
Yeah,
I
but
tried- yeah,
that's
I-
why I googled it as well. Like you, I googled it.
Because
And it was there.
the problem with me, it was the night before when I saw that he got shot. So I wasn't even in the state of mind of April Fools.
Yeah, you saw it on Mother's Day. I saw it at night time.
Yeah, I saw it the
Wow,
night time,
yeah.
and I'm like, this isn't nice. It was I just came over peculiar when I heard about it. I'm like, Nipsey, I personally haven't heard negativity come from him.
It's like because you see when you've seen like the whole stuff with Tekashi 6ix9ine and the issues that he's had around him. If you heard something like, I mean, God forbid. Obviously, he's on trial, but God forbid anything happens to him. If you heard something happen to Tekashi, you'd be like, well, he's been trolling and asking.
You can connect the dots.
Yeah, he's been,
'Cause
even 50, 50 has been, when he runs his mouth at people, he runs his mouth.
come on,
Someone
So
could
you
have
would
caught
expect
feeling.
it.
Yeah, Mixtape 50 was telling you how to rob. So when it came to them kind of things,
There
it
you
was
go.
like, okay, that's ammunition for any kind of hater. It was just very uncomfortable to know that there was someone who's hating on somebody who was doing positivity.
See, I'll be real, I never really listened to Nipsey religiously.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest Nipsey fan. Not to say I don't like his music. I
Yeah.
just wasn't familiar with it.
Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't digesting his music as much, but I watch a lot of online interviews.
Yeah,
And
'cause-
that's where I knew of Nipsey was like, this guy, whatever he does musically, how he talks, his rhetoric, and just about always wanting to give back to his community and his views on family
and actually
fatherhood
showing you it as well.
Yeah, that's when I was like, not a big fan of his music, but whoever this guy is a good guy.
Exactly.
That's how I always thought.
Because even down to the first time I kind of came across Nipsey Hussle as like a proper thing, so to speak. My Bixby Steve keeps going off phone while I start chatting and all sorts.
Put this on silent.
So the first time I came across him is when he put up his mixtape for $100.
Wow.
Yeah, he sold his mixtape for $100.
I didn't know that.
You know what? I'm not even gonna get into it.
And how well did it do?
Jay-Z bought 100 of them.
Wow.
Wow.
Because
Jay-Z got 100 mixtape. He got
He's got a lot of
$100
money.
mixtape
But
money.
his I think it was don't get me wrong. This is all very verbatim, and it wasn't something that I pretty much researched on. But it was around the ethics of, I'm gonna sell it for $100. If you don't buy it, cool.
Yeah.
But somebody might buy it. And Jay-Z was like, "That's a business, man. I'll buy your product. Simple. I'll buy your product." And from there, he made his bags based on that rhetoric. I'm a businessman. I
Yeah.
know what I'm making this money for. It's like I just always liked how he operated his things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wasn't a person who was going to talk about something that he wasn't going to follow through with, or talk about something that he had not experienced.
Yeah.
Whereas when it comes to your Tekashis, you're just talking about what's going to get somebody's attention.
And he's clout chasing and trolling and
see it.
letting people go, hey, look what he said now.
Look what he said now. Exactly.
Yeah.
And Nipsey was always that person where there was always three subject matters that you knew of Nipsey Hussle. People were either talking about his album, people were either talking about his family rhetoric, or people always talk about his business acumen. There wasn't really anything else from what I saw.
To me, I feel like he's more than just a rapper. Because, as I mentioned off air, he was studying Dr. Sebi. Him and Sebi were good friends. Obviously, Sebi passed away recently, maybe a few years ago.
Yeah.
But he wanted to bring out a documentary in regards to
the alkaline, about
In the alkaline
diets and
yeah.
stuff like that, if I remember, yeah.
No, well, it was Dr. Sebi was taken to court in 1985 because he said he could cure AIDS, cancer, all these things, and he proved that he could do it. So Nipsey Hussle was saying basically, I want to do a documentary about his life and his journey, and just to bring that to light, because these things people don't talk about. And he said people love to like hear about Dr. Sebi, what he can do, the alkaline diet, and this help his community basically.
Yeah.
And it was down to, it's like, it was only like a tip of the iceberg that Left Eye started to talk about him. Then all of a sudden,
She's
car
gone.
crash in Honduras.
Yeah, that's why I personally think that he was killed. It wasn't a thing where it was an accident
You
or
mean like
whatever. I think it was
because of
the documentary. They don't want that being released at the end of the day.
It was too...
That will put companies out of business.
Oh, trust
if,
me, because...
if that documentary got released, because
When
people know that celebrities get followed, you know, they got a big following.
They've got
people,
the influence.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for.
And down to when it comes to things like with AIDS and cancer, that's a business. They're not paying for the
They're
cure.
not, the
They're
cure,
paying
the
for
cure means you don't come back.
And
There you
the
go.
money's in the medicine.
Yeah.
So they need to kind of keep you here, kinda.
See, I see that. I can see why the trailer
they
thought
wanna hold
is
that down.
I can see why the trailer thought as well is, well, he was doing something that would debunk $1 billion industry for a lot of the pharmaceuticals. But then on the other side, I mean, we said this off air.
Yeah.
Even though I hear that, but there's still a part of me going, this was just some loose cannon.
Yeah, because...
That was going for him. I'm not saying anyone's.
No,
we don't
no.
know, innit?
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know, but
'Cause-
I still find it hard to believe that there was a whole conspiracy behind it.
It has to be. I'm telling you.
But ultimately, because even down to the LAPD have already put out pictures of the guy that they got as a suspect.
Yeah.
And it turns out that apparently he was in the store. This is the subject. Again, I don't speak the name of people who are possible murderers. So the perp, let's put him, the perp.
Yeah.
So the perp's in the store. Apparently Nipsey had asked him to leave due to the fact that, allegedly due to him being a rumoured informant. So
That Nipsey was an informant.
No.
Or the other guy. Okay, yeah.
Nipsey had it, the kind of the intel to know that
This guy's
a
an informant.
grass.
Yeah.
So you don't want him in the shop. So the man's left quietly and come back with the belly and the machine and all of them things there and shoot up the place. That was the rhetoric that people are finding out now. My question with that is, how you managed to get that full storyline?
quick.
so quickly because
Quick.
all now we don't know who killed Biggie and Tupac. All now.
Again,
Yeah.
there's listen.
This is why you can see it. But then go
I
on.
don't think Tupac's dead. I'm just putting it out there. I don't think Tupac's dead.
You think Tupac's still alive?
I do.
I love having you here because there is some stuff that you
There's
say
yeah.
that even I would be like, what? But I still want to hear why you think that. Tupac.
Okay, Tupac is a Gemini,
Okay.
like myself. We're amazing people. Let's let everyone know. He was a very smart man.
Yes,
And
he was.
he even spoke about things before it happened. So he even said that I'm gonna fake my death, be in a different country, because I just feel like there's a lot of things happening to Tupac at the time. It was just too much negativity happening.
Yeah.
So I feel like he faked his own death because first of all,
Real?
there was no body at the funeral. Apparently, there was no body at the funeral. So there was a funeral happened, but he wasn't there. His actual body wasn't there. That's what I've read. There was no body at the funeral.
Are we okay?
It's gonna get deep. This is gonna get deep.
I just want to throw this out here, Carmen.
Come on, talk
Anything
to
we
me.
talk about,
Talk to
you
me.
know I love you already.
Yes,
yeah?
yes,
So it's
yes,
just us
yes.
just having conversation.
Of course.
How do we know there was no body? Because someone said it.
No, it's written. Let's go on Google right now.
But I'm gonna do that right
Let's
now.
go on Google right now.
Was it open casket or was it what was it? That I mean,
It couldn't have been open casket because there was no body.
No, but ultimately, you have to consider there is people who still want to have the ceremony to show that there's been a funeral, but there's
Yeah.
people who've just been cremated.
but
It
what-
might
but
have
what
been
was-
cremated, but I've this things that I researched my own self. He's still alive at the moment. He's alive. Do you know what I mean? He's alive.
I feel like there's a few more conspiracies that you
Oh,
believe in that
gosh.
need questioning.
100%.
Oh,
100%.
gosh,
Alright, so you
this
say-
is gonna take a turn, girl.
All right, nobody at funeral. Let's see this one. I'm gonna find this in a
Yeah.
second. I'll find this.
Cool.
But all right, so real quick, back to Nipsey. There was quotes of him saying that if this is my issue, right? With the belief that it was all it's all the government trying to take him out because of the Dr. Sebi
Sebi.
documentary. Yeah, is he the man died. Literally hours later, everybody's going, "This is why he died."
Yeah.
Which it may have happened, but where's that information coming from? Where not people? All right, so imagine Lauren London was his missus, right?
Yeah.
She's not. She's probably still by the body. Can't believe what's going on at this point where everybody's already saying, "But I know what happened."
Yeah.
Family are probably around there going, just grieving, but everyone's still going, "Yeah, you lot are grieving, but I'm just letting people know I know why he got shot."
But ultimately, you have to consider the fact that if this was, say, what year is it? 2019. Say this was 2000.
Yeah.
Internet ain't popping. If the internet weren't popping, the same thing's been happening for generations. It just so happens that there's camera phone and internet for you to spread that word like wildfire. Because
Alright, so I
if
get
this,
that.
because again, if Tupac was to die yesterday, the same thing would happen because the internet,
100%.
Internet moves faster than word of mouth.
100%.
Simple as that.
Yeah, of course.
Because you never know if everybody in Crenshaw was probably talking about, it's probably some haters and
Yeah.
and this, that, and the other. And then you've got the woke sect that are all saying the same thing. If there was a complete dead out of all the internet, there probably would be complete silence.
I
But the
don't
first thing
think
that
it was-
people tend to do when they want to speak their mind is open their phone because they want to see which audience is going to agree with them. So once you've got that audience and you've got an instant audience on the internet, of course it's going to spread like wildfire. They're not thinking about the fact that Lauren London just lost the love of her life.
Yeah.
She don't want to be...
There's kids without a father.
There's kids
right
without
now,
a father, and they're always there. Again, there was all. I don't know if this was true or not, but they're saying that his daughter was at the shop. They don't want to see this on the internet.
Nah.
That's not what you want to see.
But-
I've always been that person where, sorry to cut you.
Now go on.
I've always been that person where, you see, when it becomes my time, don't bring your phone and don't bring your camera. Simple.
Yeah.
Don't bring your phone and don't bring your camera. Nothing makes me feel more uncomfortable than seeing footage of somebody's home going. I don't want to see that.
Okay.
That's not for me to see.
But all right, so with people having this platform, I mean, how do we know that this is what it is? How do we know?
Like I said to you, Nipsey Hussle, there was nothing but goodness people said about him on the internet, all over Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter. There was no negativity around his names. I don't think it was a hater or someone whatever. The FBI police can put whatever story they want to put together and say it was because of an informant came into the store. I personally believe that he got shot on purpose. They planned to shoot him to kill him because of the whole
documentary.
Because of course. I've heard about a lot of people getting shot because of what truth they want to bring out to the world, to better this world.
All right.
Do you know what I mean?
So, all right, if there is such a movement where, let's say what the documentary that was based on Dr. Sabi, right, was going to come out because Nipsey Hussle was going to put that out, and the government don't want people to know about the details of this kind of treatment that can stop you from or cure you from AIDS or cancer. This has only made us more aware. That there is a reason.
Not everyone knows though. Not everyone knows. That's my point. Not everyone knows. People like you or her might just think, oh yeah, he got shot because of an informant, and full stop. That's it. I know because of the circle that my friends, certain posts that comes on my feed.
But it sounds like it's more news now because Nipsey is now been shot and killed,
Yeah.
and everyone's been saying, well, this is why.
I know, but
I didn't know he was doing a documentary until he was killed.
The media is bigger than myself and Instagram. The news is much bigger than that.
Of
Do
course,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So I feel like whatever the FBI, the police want to push out there and say, people will probably more believe that than the other reason. But the reason that I believe. Do you know what I mean?
No,
a lot of people are not into conspiracy theories. Do
A
you
lot of
understand?
people just aren't suspicious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not.
It's
They'll
that
take, they'll take what they get.
People are like
face
sheep.
value.
Whatever they see on TV, that has to be the truth.
Innit?
Do you know what I
Because
mean? But
again,
I won't believe what I see on TV. Like I said, I don't watch TV. I have to believe what makes sense to me.
All right. This is only kind of questioning the idea of not believing that. If something's put to you on television, because it's on television, is there a part of you that goes, I don't want to believe that already? Like, is it like almost a defense mechanism?
No, it's not a
of
defense
information you'll be
mechanism.
given?
It has to make sense to me. It has to
All
make
right.
sense.
So at least it's not
Like
everything,
I said to you,
not everything that's given to you.
I'll read everything. I'll look at everything, but I won't necessarily believe everything. It has to make sense to myself. It has to
Okay.
make sense. Has to make
Okay.
sense.
Do you have any conspiracy theories? 'Cause I know you've got quite a few.
Listen,
But I know there's a few coming out
I
there.
think my conspiracy theories don't really go as deep, purely based on I kind of cut off my blind belief system. Just like you've stopped watching television, I haven't had a TV since 2010
Okay.
for pretty much the same reason.
Boy, I like Netflix though. I can't lie.
No,
so.
don't get me
Netflix
wrong.
is different though,
I've got a
man.
laptop. I've
Oh,
got
you
a
watch it on
laptop.
okay, you watch Netflix on
Yeah,
that? Okay,
I'll
cool.
watch Netflix. I find it very hard for it to keep my attention because I feel like my imagination's a lot more exciting
Yeah.
than what's going on the screen.
Okay.
Hence the reason why I kind of focus my energies into sci-fi and comic books.
Yeah.
Because consists of it's original ideas. I want somebody to give me an original idea.
Okay.
If you're
I get
telling
that.
me something I've already heard, I can get bored really quickly.
Yeah.
Because then I'm that person who hears that song and says, but that's the sample from so and so.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna stop listening. So if you give me an original idea, you give me an original concept, you might have my attention.
Okay.
Problem with television now is
It's regurgitated.
it's
stuff.
regurgitated stuff. Especially and even down to Hollywood, it's all regurgitated stuff.
Yeah, all
Why you
movies
want-
all movies that are coming out again that we've seen before.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of
So
saying that. and-
just interrupt you. You don't like remakes of songs or like things that are sampled from other music or
No.
other films?
Nobody said I didn't like it. As far as I'm concerned, if you're going
You-
to sample something, you need to make it. You need to make it something. You need to make it out of something.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, cheese exists, but macaroni cheese is amazing. Do you know what I'm saying?
All right, fair enough.
You know what I mean? You can still have something that still exists, but you
Yeah.
need to still make it your own.
Yeah,
I know
Yeah.
my macaroni cheese, your macaroni cheese, and your macaroni cheese don't taste the same. It's
gonna be
because
different.
we've all
Yeah.
made it our own.
Yeah.
But if we're all going to follow that same said recipe, it's all going to taste the same.
Yeah, it's true.
And
All right, I'll give
everybody's
you that.
following that same recipe.
I'll give you that.
And that's what gets boring to me. That's why the last thing I watched on my own television was the first series of Luther in 2010.
That's a while ago still.
And I was
it just wasn't as grey and
that
yeah,
was-
man.
Me like Idris still.
you like the
him not distinguished,
Okay.
but he's betrothed, so I shouldn't be
Oh, yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
right, fair enough.
a man in I am situation. But if anything happens, you let
if
me
Idris
know.
sees that, yeah.
Get me.
But then if Idris' fiance sees that too, it's a
You know what?
It's a problem.
Just keep him happy.
okay.
Keep him happy.
Here, right. Keep him happy, Ross. I will.
Keep him happy because I can throw down some curry goat, and he looked like he can eat. So
All right. Do you know what I saw recently? In terms of the fact that you said about remakes, one thing I'm not gonna lie, it upset me, but I was excited at the same time. Reason I was excited because I was like, oh, it's a nice little take on this, but it upset me thinking, well, come on, this was my era. They remade DuckTales.
No.
Do you see?
I don't know what that is.
You know what DuckTales is? You never watched DuckTales when you was younger?
Woo! You don't know DuckTales?
Life is like a hurricane.
You're singing it.
In
I don't know what it is.
Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery. Or
You're still
rewrite
singing it. Like, I
history.
don't know what it is.
DuckTales.
Woo!
Da, 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 every day they're out there making DuckTales.
Woo!
Dun, 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 tales of daring, do
Aurie,
bad
Aurie,
and good
we'll make it.
luck
Me
tales.
no know what it is. Me no know. DuckTale. Me no know.
Serious?
No, we're old.
Sorry.
No, we're old. We're old.
Sorry, my love.
Don't we us. Don't we.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
my love.
I'm
Don't
old.
we us.
No, but then again, one thing I will say, we'll say about you, because again, you had.
I'm an old soul with it.
That's it.
I'm an old
I
soul.
was the
Everyone
same.
says
Yeah.
this.
I was the same because I know I'm the oldest in the room right now, and I remember when DuckTales was on.
By
I
a
was
couple
at school.
minutes. No, you only owe this by a couple minutes. Don't worry.
How many minutes?
Let me do the maths.
Get
on this
the,
one.
we have to get the
Let me
calculator
do the
out
maths on this one.
because I've been on this rock for a minute now.
Let me do the maths on this one.
Get
so
me? This is just good moisturizer and foundation. That's
60
all it
minutes
is.
in an hour.
You know what I
24
mean?
hours in a
it carried
day.
5.
365
So DuckTales.
days
What
a
was it
year.
on CCTV?
See, that's what I'm saying.
CCTV.
CCTV weren't even ready when DuckTales was out.
You mean CITV?
That's it. CITV.
CITV.
You was thinking CC. You was thinking
CCTV is the camera
CBBS.
systems
No,
you have.
not CBBS.
No, but you were thinking of CBBS
on
and
channel
CITV.
That's it. CITV.
And you just put them
Put them
both together.
together.
Yeah.
But CCTV is cameras.
When you-
So there was CITV. That's on channel 3.
DuckTales was before. It was even before
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
before
so I definitely don't know that.
That's what I mean.
100%
Wait,
not.
Carmen, how old are you? How young are you?
Mention my age on air.
All right then. Okay. No, I won't. I'll ask off air.
Okay, cool.
I'll ask off air.
Cool.
This is my way of finding out how old you are without you.
Alright,
just giving
cool.
me a
Let's
number,
go.
right?
Give it to me.
In it,
Okay, cool.
don't know DuckTales.
I
I've
know
got a
DuckTales.
ballpark.
Let's. Hey Arnold. Rugrats.
I know Hey Arnold, Rugrats, yeah.
Johnny Bravo.
Yes.
Cow and
Cartoon
Chicken.
Network.
Cow and
Cow and
Cow-
Chicken,
See,
of course,
Cartoon
of
Network.
course,
Alright
of
then,
course.
so-
90s baby.
Cartoon
Yeah,
Network.
90s baby. Yeah.
90s baby.
That is
I'm not a 90s baby.
no.
Then she's on the cusp.
Yeah.
Yes,
on the
I
cusp.
just
Yeah,
made
man, you
it.
did that
I
right.
just made
Just
it.
made it. All
No,
right.
she just made it where it's like you were probably like I'm kind of allowed out right now, but
Yeah.
Cartoon Network still pops.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Listen,
I was Cartoon
I know
Network now.
the Queen's Nose.
Hey, the
Yeah.
Queen's Nose is a Batman program.
That was Channel 1, but what was it
Yeah.
called? What was that? What was it called?
It was after
You know,
school.
you know those CITV, but what was
CBBC.
No,
no,
it
but
was
it
before
had a
that.
name. They had a name
There
for
was
it.
something
Like,
after. It was literally Queen's Nose was between 3:30 and 5:30
but
after school.
what
on a
was the whole
Thursday.
show
I
called?
can't remember. Oh man,
Because I remember Smile TV. Do you remember Smile TV?
Smile TV.
with
I
Reggie
remember.
Yates.
Yep.
Of course.
And the other guy, I forgot his name.
Hold on. BBC
Oh gosh.
And Blue Peter.
after school.
Everyone knows Blue Peter anyway.
What was it? After school program. It
Yeah,
was like
after school
And
program on BBC.
Art Attack. Art Attack.
Yeah,
Yep.
Art Attack with the
Zap.
head.
Yeah.
Zap.
Innit?
That was my thing.
I'm off my
Demon
head.
Headmaster.
And there was that crazy
Yeah.
show on Channel 3. It was like a lot of kids go there and they do little.
What Funhouse?
Yeah, no, there was Funhouse and there was another one
There
as
was
well.
one where there's a load of kids in it.
Yeah,
Loads of
and there was
them.
like
two different
Goo,
teams.
And I
Yeah.
think have it that their
Oh,
parents.
Get Your Own Back.
Yes.
Yeah, with
Yes.
the parents
Come
and their parents
on.
got the
Are you
goo.
me?
The parents got goo on them at the
Yeah,
end.
Yes,
yeah,
Get
yeah,
Your
yeah,
Own
yeah,
Back.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you always had to have your chosen
Yeah,
adult.
yeah.
And I always
yeah.
used to rep for the ones when they used to get their teacher.
Yeah,
Their
that was the
teacher
biggest
allowed.
one.
Yeah, and they got gunged. And it was the bald head black man used to present it.
I can't remember.
I
his
can never
name.
remember because I think of black man and children's TV. I automatically go Andy Peters, so I never remember his
We
name.
can't remember the ball head one.
Can't remember the bald
Oh,
head one with the
Otis.
big smile. Oh, no. Otis is too young.
Yeah, Otis. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you're right,
Otis.
actually, yeah.
Otis is new
He's
style
trouble
compared to
TV
them, man.
kinda
Yeah, he's
ages,
trouble
yeah.
years. Yeah.
I can't find the name of the program that was after
Yeah.
BBC on BBC, but I remember. If I type in Demon Headmaster, it would have been on that.
Yeah, because again, it was like by the time they all finished, and then you'd end up turning on to BBC Two because you'd end up watching Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
and The Simpsons.
Yeah, no, I never used to watch Fresh. Again, I lived in Milton Keynes, and they used to get Sky One as a terrestrial channel.
Okay.
So we was a bit bougie them time there. So so there was always a double episode of The Simpsons from 6 till 6:30, and 6:30 till 7.
Yeah.
And then at 5 o'clock, when we needed to sit down and have dinner, Mum used to watch us watch Star Trek. That's how I became a Trekkie.
Okay.
I've listened. It's not even start how much of a Trekkie I am. It's
Seriously.
not even healthy.
Seriously.
It's not even healthy.
I've never watched it before.
Get out.
Do you want to leave now?
Just-
Yeah.
just get out.
I'll just.
It's
How
not my
dare
fault.
you.
I've just never watched it. I've never watched
I'll
Star
get the
Trek
Uber.
or
Please,
what's the other
yeah.
one called?
get
There's
the
Star.
Uber.
There's another
Star
one.
Trek and Star
No,
Wars.
you're not.
Star Wars. Yeah.
You've
That's
never
the
seen
movie.
a
That's the
Star
movie
Yeah.
Wars.
I don't watch that. I don't watch
Oh.
Harry Potter or.
Nah, see,
Games
that's not
of
the same. It's not the
Thrones.
same. It's not the same.
They're
It's
different.
the same.
trust
It's the
me.
same to me. It's
not
the
the
same. It's the same.
not the same.
It's all sci-fi and
You're not
magic.
into that fantasy sci-fi
Nah,
stuff.
no,
See,
that's,
now-
that's not me. That's
Because the
not
thing
me.
with
That's not
me, give me an original idea.
Yeah.
Star Trek,
Yeah.
because
Was
even
original.
because it's like you have to
It is,
consider.
it is, it is,
you have
it
to
is.
consider without Star Trek, there would be no
Technology,
iPad.
yeah.
There'd be no Apple.
Flat screen
'cause
TVs.
Flat screen
Why do you
TVs
say that? Though? What is it about?
They were the
future?
first.
Is it futuristic?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
futuristic, and it was a case of they were showing like they were just making up things that have now become our reality.
Yep.
So it's scary.
Conspiracy,
If
conspiracy. I might watch it now.
in
Actually,
that regard, you'll
I
start
might watch
researching.
Yeah, in that regard, yeah,
Yeah.
you'll get it right.
but the
Check
thing
out
is, yeah,
some Star Trek.
I just feel films, TV, they always predict things. Do you know what I mean? They know more
Yeah.
than what we do. Do you know what I mean? They
They-
put things in films, in TV shows.
Don't they say that some of the stuff in films, like in Iron Man, some of the technology they have in there are things that we're seeing in it because they're introducing it into
Yeah.
like the military and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So from what I've heard is that they'll put it in movies to kind of desensitize us to it.
Yes.
That when it happens in the military or when
You've already kind of.
we've
heard
already
of it.
go, well,
Yeah.
well, it's kind of like the Iron Man suit. We're already
yeah.
all right with it. So I've heard that kind of stuff. I need to find. So here we go. Some of the technology in Star Trek. Transparent aluminium for armor. That's boring. That one. Let's actually go for one that's proper.
Transparent
Innit?
aluminium. That's
Yeah.
good.
So communicators.
Yeah,
the communicators that they had were from like years ago. We're
I'm talking they had communicators in the 60s in the show.
Yeah, like
and then
little
you have
things
to
on there.
consider we've got Bluetooth.
and
the
phones,
same
even
thing.
phones, basically, because they communicators used to have this flick thing out, just like this. And say, "Hi, Captain, we're where we are," and that was like in the 60s.
And it was like
And now look at the
digital
phones.
walkie-talkies
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Okay.
And even down to like the doctor with his iPad.
Yep.
They had an iPad. It was just a flat screen thing, and he used to do everything on it. And
I
now
might
we have
start
the
watching.
iPad.
You make me want to watch it now.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I might watch it.
Love it.
There's loads of them in there. Phasers. Universal Translator. That is the big one, because if you're imagining Star Trek and you're traveling from world to world, they can't speak English.
Yeah.
But the idea is that all of the Star Trek, all of the people that were on each ship, the crew basically had a universal translator in their communicator. So when they would speak,
It'll come out in their language.
it will come out in their language.
Okay.
They've got that now with
Really?
yeah,
It's
Google
Voice. They've
Google
got it.
Voice.
It's like earpieces that will live translate while you're talking to someone.
Wow.
There's loads of
That's
stuff in Star
amazing,
Trek,
man.
and we're talking about this is like from the 60s all the way up until now. So yeah, there's a lot. There's an element of conspiracy in there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
I got to
cool.
quickly change the cameras. Keep talking.
Cool.
There's
But yeah.
there's no camera person.
But no, one thing I will say, I highly recommend just to watch the original Star
Yeah,
Wars movies.
Star Wars.
Just watch the original ones.
I
The
like
prequels,
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. Don't worry, you don't need that. You don't need that.
It's not nothing to.
Nah,
It's not as
complete-
deep. It's not as deep as Star Wars.
It's a completely new concept. Nah, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
There's
Star
no.
Wars.
What gets me is the story arc in itself is basically good versus evil.
always is
Simple. It always is. But the whole archetypal, the whole just it's dope. I love it.
Yeah. I'm
And
gonna
the
watch it,
original
honestly.
three.
Yeah.
Then you've got the one with like again. I'd kind of like to forget that the prequels happened because I'm still kind
With
of offended.
Anakin before he was Darth.
You know, when he's just a spoiled teenager,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
come on, you're supposed to let me go. I can't
Yeah.
be bothered with it. So, and it upset me because that was the one that had Samuel Jackson in it. It always upset me that the prequels didn't really turn over for me. But then with the new trilogy that they brought now, I'm like, okay, you've kind of redeemed yourself.
They've done alright with the new
Yeah,
ones.
they did well.
Done alright with new, especially the first one. Was it The Last Hope or what was the first one?
The first what?
The first of the new ones with
No, that's
Last Hope, the last Rasta. I can't remember.
Last
what they're called.
Jedi. That's
Last
what you're
Jedi?
thinking of.
No,
the Last Jedi was the one that just come out.
That was the one with my guy in it.
In it,
Still.
Luke's in it. Yeah, Luke came back.
old.
And then Force Ghost. But
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Force
there we go.
Awakens,
Yeah,
that's the
Force
one.
Are we
Awakens,
talking about Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
I
give you a-
I can't
we'll give you a
even
list.
relate right now.
We'll
I
give you a
can't
list.
relate,
Yeah,
man.
we'll give you a
I can't
list and we'll
relate.
tell you what order to watch it in.
I'll
Because
watch it. I'll watch it. Honestly, I'll
everybody
watch it.
always says that you need to watch it in the story order.
Nah. Nah.
Wow, you
Nah,
both said
don't.
no as well.
Because in the films, it's like the first ever Star Wars that came out was episode 4.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first one that came out was episode 4. So then it's 4, 5, and 6.
A New
Those are
Hope.
the original ones from the 70s. New Hope,
New Hope,
Return of the Jedi, and
Empire Strikes Back and Return of the
then
Jedi. Yeah.
yeah. Then you have the prequels, which are basically story 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then afterwards, now we're doing 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9.
So I shouldn't watch it
Don't watch it in order.
1, 2, 3.
No.
Just
Watch it from when the
4,
movies
5.
came out.
Watch
yeah.
it
Okay,
chronologically,
cool.
as
Yeah,
in
yeah,
when
yeah.
they were made.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
will make
cool.
sense because
Cool.
being able to watch it the other way round, because the prequels weren't to standard, you won't want to watch the 70s ones. by
Okay,
then.
cool. I get you.
And it's like, even down to when you see them now, the effects have aged so well.
Bad.
So well. Between Star Wars and Jurassic Park,
Yeah, Jurassic Park still kills me when I
those
watch
are
that.
the best movies for effects. That
You see the
still
T-Rex.
they still stand the test of time now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's not just all CG'd and all that. And a
Yeah.
lot of the Star Wars stuff is all stop motion, and the way they just, it's dope. It's
Tell me you do enjoy Marvel though.
Okay.
Oh
I'll get the Uber.
Probably the only Marvel that I'll probably really like is Wakanda Forever.
Black Panther.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Is that your phone vibe?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it
calm.
is,
No
it
worries.
is, it is.
You only Black Panther.
Probably.
Serious. So all this hype that's happening now for Endgame coming out this month.
What?
You're not really, see?
If,
Endgame.
whoa,
Endgame.
whoa.
What is that?
Avengers. It's the
it's
fourth
third.
Avengers film.
Yeah, the fourth Avengers film.
Man.
So when it's
Oh,
like, I'm not.
babe.
I don't know. I haven't really been that sort of person to like those sort of films.
Nah, Carmen.
That's just not me. I don't know.
So I think because I it blows my mind because considering that you're the. Did you enjoy X-Men at least?
I liked X-Men, but like again, I wouldn't go to cinema to watch it. I'll watch it when it comes out on DVD. I'm that sort of person.
Okay.
It's not
Then
a
again,
film.
we were
It's
reading
not a film to
books.
excite me to go
Yeah.
and watch it at the cinema.
Yeah, we were
I'd
reading
rather
the
watch
books when we
something
were little.
else.
Okay, so we were invested, I think, before the movies were made. So
Yeah.
that's why
Okay,
we're
cool,
like, we
cool,
had to
cool.
watch
I
it.
had to.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
waiting
yeah.
for the movie since I was like,
All
Yeah.
right, so when you watch Black Panther, right?
That excited me. I watched
Was
it
it because of black
3
people
times.
in there more so?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I get
Yes.
that. There wasn't
Yeah.
the
Yes.
superhero element was okay.
Yeah.
But the
The
black
superhero
black
element.
excellence in that in
Black-
terms of
yes.
the
Yeah.
the
The
outfits
black
and
power
the
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
That's what
get that
loved.
then.
That's
I
what
get
I
that.
loved.
I'm hurt, but I get it. But I'm hurt.
What's it called? Afrofuturism.
Yeah.
There we go.
Listen, they need to make more of those sort of films. I love it.
I love the
love
fact
it.
you like the empowerment of our
Yes,
people.
100%.
But I hate the fact that you don't like Marvel. How dare
Yeah.
you?
No, I don't
It's
dislike
hurting me.
Marvel. I don't dislike it. I will watch
You just
it.
haven't really taken it in like that.
I'll watch it, but it's
you're
not a
not
thing
invested.
where I'm itching
Yeah.
to watch it. Oh
You're
my
not
gosh,
invested.
it's coming out tomorrow.
So
I'm gonna get a ticket from now.
Be
That's
real.
no.
When you hear people like me or SheJay or other people talking about
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
is there a part of you thinking, "Shut up, lad"?
No, obviously
it
that's
that
what you
good?
like, innit? Like this is what you. That's your interest.
That's good because I know there are some people, right? There was a girl. I will bait her up. Her name is Emma.
Eek.
Right? I'm cool with Emma till today, but baiting you up, Emma. Me and my guy were in here playing a game, playing PlayStation, just chilling, having a good time, banging out Street Fighter. She clean messaged me when she saw a video of it on my Snap or Insta, saying, oh, "Grown men playing games."
Oh, come on. See that.
So I looked at her page. There's a picture of her dressed up as
Chun-Li.
no, it was some fancy dress thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? No, actually, tell a lie. No, I was going through, and it was someone else's picture. Right? I remember I was going through people to see what their views were of games, and it came up with someone else's picture and dressed up in a character. I think it was one of her friends that was that way. So I can't even put this on her. But my thing is this, yeah. There are big like I'm in my 30s, right? I
Yeah.
like to play a bit of game, but there are
Yeah.
people that also invested in Marvel comics and stuff like that from when they was young. To see the comics come into fruition as a movie
Yeah.
on a larger scale, that can excite people.
Yeah,
I'm one of those
100%.
people, definitely. But when she looked at me, was like, grown man playing game. Do you remember? Look, I look at the Weekender. Look how much people are dressed up in outfits.
Trust me.
Yeah,
You had
yeah, yeah.
Like Soul was the Flash. You had there was Martina as Avatar. You had Sabrina
You,
as Miss
the
Incredible.
Mask.
Me as the Mask.
Yeah.
Right. Some people look at that and say, "Why are you dressed up in fancy dress?"
It's
because
fun
it's a bit
though.
of fun.
Yeah.
But
It's
it's one
fun.
of them ones where I always have to ask people, why not? Why not?
White people do it.
Because white people been doing
On
this.
Stag
Been
Do's.
doing
White
this.
people do
Stag
it,
do,
man.
you lot all want to have your mankini on the high street and rare tear.
Innit? Thank you. Thank
So,
you. Looking
but-
like Borat.
But
You understand me?
I can't come out my house looking like a member of the Dora Milaje. Don't
There
Vex
you
me.
go. There you go. But when she looked at me, she was like, grown man doing that. And
She's
I thought
probably
about-
I don't know her. She's probably an unhappy person. That's just what I'm saying. No, but she probably is.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't-
Maybe, I don't know, innit? I don't know.
You can't
Maybe.
criticize people, man. Do you know what I
Maybe.
mean?
And you
can't-
She
I'm a
seems happy,
non-judgmental person.
I don't know, innit?
And it's one
I'm
of the
a
ones
non-
you can't be judgmental on what makes people
100%.
happy, man.
Thank you. 100%.
And it's harmless.
Live in your
A
bliss,
bit of
man.
street fighting, you know. I could
Feel
be doing
me?
worse things.
Oh,
I could be
that's
on
what
the
I'm saying.
street.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be really fighting people on the street. I'm
Yeah,
in
yeah,
here
yeah.
playing PlayStation
Yeah.
with my
Skinny
guy.
tea with your friend.
Exactly.
Nice space. Bills paid. Lights on. Hot water.
There you
hot
go.
water. What?
There you go.
Let on up impure big money for the game's console.
There you
we
go.
never teeth it.
So when I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, just let me live, let me play my.
Yeah,
I looked
let
at
me
it and I was literally, I didn't respond. I just went safe, and I just looked through her profile to think, maybe is there anything on her page that's going to be hypocritical what she says. It wasn't her. I think I bumped into, it was one of her friends' page I saw and I was like, yeah, whatever, it's not you. But even still, man, let me live. Let me live.
But people are always going to be commenting and saying something.
Of course. I'm
That's
glad you're
life.
not that person. Though. Even though you don't
No,
like Marvel,
no,
I'm glad you
I'm
don't
not.
sit there and
I'm
go,
not.
what?
No,
You
no,
like
no.
Marvel?
I don't judge anyone, man, with
I
anything
haven't got
at
time
all.
for judging people
It's
on certain
silly,
things
innit?
I do because it's as much as I may make jokes and I'm like, oh gosh, I can't believe you're doing this. But
Yeah, yeah.
ultimately, you're not hurting nobody. If you got children, your kids are fed.
Yes.
If
Bills paid.
Your bills are paid. You look after your mum.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Your family's cool. Your teeth are clean and your shoes clean.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I'm more likely to judge you if your shoes dirty than whether you're playing your PlayStation. Live your life, man. It's skinny. It's
This is
keeping
it.
us out off the roads.
This is it. Look at my consoles. I've been doing this since I was 5. Gamer.
Because I had to stop.
Well, you,
I had to
Addicted.
stop.
you had an
Yeah.
addiction.
Hence the reason why I got rid of the telly.
Wow.
You're better than me,
You had
boy.
an
Yeah.
addiction to video games.
I have an addiction to everything I really like. This is why I've been
But
DJing
what-
for 20
you
what
dive
is
right
what is
into
the
it,
problem
yeah.
with playing PlayStation games though? What's the problem with it? Was
There
it a
isn't any
bad
pro-
addiction? Like
No,
you wouldn't leave the
I'll
house?
miss a couple days.
Wow.
The last console I had was a SNES. It's the last console I had.
Serious.
And my mum said, you can't have this no more. Because I did not stop. And when I completed Mortal Kombat, I did it again. And when I completed it again,
Yeah, did it again. That's the thing.
Because
Wow.
again, we have no big money to buy games every 2 minutes. So I better keep playing this. It was simple. I better keep playing this. But then it just got to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm going to miss a day.
Yeah,
and
I
I've
know that
missed a
feeling.
day.
I know that
Wow.
feeling.
Like rushed to college and it's Saturday. Oh, so it got peak. So it's time for me to leave that one alone. You know what I
Rush to
mean?
college on a Saturday, you know.
Yeah, rush to college on Saturday.
I remember one time it was I was at school. No, I was on holiday from school, but we stayed at my friend's mum's partner's house. So my boy Jules, who was it? Me, Jules, and I think it was me, Jules, and Antoine. We was young. That we was like 13. Now Jules's mum had a I think a partner at the time. I can't remember the name or close friend or whatever. But whatever it was. When you're young, you don't know it.
Yeah.
He had this nice place. We stayed there for it was 2-3 days. Nice place. So me, Jules, Antoine were out there just chilling. And he had a PlayStation and there was a game at the time. It's still out now. It was it Jack and Daxter?
Oh gosh.
Right? Listen, he had no memory card, didn't it? So
See them.
So
See,
we had
that's
to
my
put- yeah.
years. You need to keep playing
you had to keep playing the
because
game.
if you turn
You
it off,
can't save it.
Couldn't save it. So what we did
Wow.
is anytime it was time to sleep or to pause,
You just leave
and
it
then
on.
leave it on, and then the next day come back, turn the TV on. Thank God no one turned it off.
Exactly.
Electricity never cut through the night.
Yeah,
Phew.
simple.
Let's play it again.
That's what's up.
We clocked that game. I think in the 2.5 days, we must have racked up about 18, 19 hours of that game non-stop playing. It was mad. I like, and when I think about it, I would still do that to a degree now, but I'd stop. I'd play a few hours, pause, do whatever work I got to do. Maybe later on in the daytime, maybe catch up another 2 hours. But we're
But that's the
talking
difference.
19, 20
Yeah,
hours
that's
in
the
like a
difference.
weekend.
Those times there, we don't have no council tax. We don't have,
Had
we don't
no
have
stress.
bills. Feel me?
Trust me.
All I had to do is make sure I go to school, and then when I finished school, make sure I did the plates
Yeah.
because that's my job. Make sure that my clothes are ready for tomorrow. Brush my teeth properly,
Yeah.
and then I can do what I want. That was it.
So you did what you want, basically.
Exactly.
Basically, yeah.
So if I've got time to do that now, if I find something that I love now, allow me, man. I worked for it. Because now council tax is thumping me in my chest. Okay, they want too much money for me for me to trip up on pavement.
From Milton Keynes to Croydon as well. Like the difference must be mad.
I'm accustomed to certain things
Sorry.
that I'm
sorry.
not experiencing very often. But nah, it was a case of I moved for work and it's working out. Actually, I got a pay rise today.
Amen.
Congratulations.
Amen.
Hard work pays off.
Nice,
So
nice.
It's one of them ones where I'm a firm believer in hard work. And if you work hard, you deserve to play hard. Play your games, man. Simple. When I hear these women talk about, and all he does is playing that PlayStation and da 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 da.
At least ain't out of other girl.
If
Other woman.
thank you, he could be taking out all
Innit?
kind of scullery.
It's either I
on
play
the road.
PlayStation or I play with Sally over there.
Or I
Wagwan.
check his sister. Make a decision.
Your
Oi.
sister.
I will.
Man, I want
I
to
will-
live though, innit?
I will buy you the console because
Yeah.
I know where that brother is.
Mm.
All he does is watch football. Cool, I know where he is. I will bring. You want a snack? You want a cup of tea, babe? Get me. I'm soaking peas. Do you want rice and peas or white rice?
No, wait. Did you say soaking peas? You're showing age. No one soaks peas now.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think people still do that.
Yeah.
You have to
It's
soak peas.
Yo, sometimes
What?
if you want
You
a
do.
quick rice and peas, yeah, okay, tin peas.
Wait,
If you want that
you lot
top
soak
top,
your peas?
Of course.
I'll be honest. I
Yeah.
don't make rice and peas. I don't.
You just make white rice.
Not even that. I don't really make rice. For me,
Oh,
I try
okay.
not. I try
The
not to do.
carbs.
No, I
I
can
try to
understand
cut
that.
that down.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
me,
yeah.
if it's normally if I do carbs, it's sweet potato or couscous or bulgur wheat, right? That's why I kind of do. I try to replace the rice.
Yeah.
But even if I did make rice, there's probably a part of me that feels like I don't know if I would soak the peas because it's an overnight thing.
No, because again, it's one of them ones where it's like sometimes there's an expectation of what this needs to taste like,
Mm.
and sometimes I just have to put in the time. I just have to.
Fair enough.
I just have to. It's like that same mentality of people who use a rice cooker. I can understand the convenience, but it's
the
try not
flavour ain't
to.
the
I
same.
prefer-
You think
I
it would
just
taste different?
Yeah.
You get me? I've had rice in a rice cooker. Yeah, it's nice, but it's just something about how I make my rice in my pot, my
Fair
rice
enough.
pot. You know what I
Fair
mean?
enough.
Little things like that. So
You're
when-
traditional.
Yeah, man.
and I've got my family traditions because I've got this one saucepan that my grandma had. That's what my mum gave me when I moved.
Wow, that got passed down.
Yup. Again, there's two
I
things.
would like to bestow upon you.
Yeah. Trust me. When it comes to certain black
Dutch pot.
families, if you ain't got no trust fund, there's two things that get handed down. That's either cookware or vinyl. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know with my dad's vinyls will probably get passed.
That's what I'm saying. And it's not even a case of he'll want to pass them.
I wouldn't have nothing to play him on, but I'd still
You got them. No, that's family heirlooms there, bro.
37,000 plus vinyls.
That's
he has.
it.
37,000 was your DJ.
He still is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of vinyls.
You should have brought him down to the weekend.
Trust me. Get some 1210s out.
Nah, some of you say right now, we are on tune. Try them ones there. Yo.
Something call.
Yeah, them ones there.
We're inside the house tonight. All the ladies, them look good tonight.
Sound of the Mr. Smooth. Nah, that's too much.
Remove, yeah.
By the time the tune play, the dance done.
Yeah.
That's it. And everybody's just standing up there, just.
He's a proper yardie then.
Yeah, man.
When he plays.
Oh,
Soul
yeah,
man.
he's a smooth yardy soul man. He's a mix with all
yeah.
them. It's Mr. Smooth is what he's called.
Oh,
Is
love
it?
it.
All
With,
right.
a, with a V.
Nah.
TH.
TH.
Spell it proper.
TH.
All
But
right.
yeah, man. So with the whole passing down thing, it'd definitely be the record.
Yeah.
If anything. I'm not gonna lie, my dad's a G. You see? No, honestly, let me say, you see this? You see the studio, right?
Yeah.
The amount of stuff that he has had that he's like, look, I've got enough space to store it until someone needs it. That shelf in there, this one here, the one where the microwave is, the microwave, the fridge, all of that. Dad said, yeah, I've got, and it's all stuff that he hasn't used or used once, and said, take that to help set this place up.
Love
Lucky,
that.
man.
Love
Trust
that.
me. So my dad's a G.
Big up Papa Styla.
Big up, dad. Big up, father.
Yeah, man.
He's a G.
Papa
He
Styla.
had stuff lined up. I know. Trust me. If I go to his house, I say, Dad, I need a new. I need new lining for the roof. Yeah, man, I have that somewhere.
That's a typical
Yeah, man.
Jamaican. They have
Trust
everything.
Me. Yeah, man, I find that
They
somewhere.
Why
have
you throwing it away
everything.
if it
They
can't
have
keep?
random things that
Trust
no one
me.
needs, but one day you'll need
It's
it.
there.
That's why I have
And it's
it.
always a case of
Yeah.
you just acquire thing it, nah, bro. When me I throw it where for?
Yeah, from
no,
that
bro.
space.
From when me
From
have
that
space.
space. Might as well use it.
Exactly, because
That's
me
why I love
never
my
know who's-
Jamaicans, man.
Me not know who's gonna
old
need
school
this
ones.
Yes.
the
Yeah.
wheel rim. Me don't know who's gonna need the wheel rim. My mum ain't got a car. But you know what? It's a good wheel rim. If anything happened to your wheels,
Trust me.
come and check me. I don't know why I'm talking in this big yardy voice. Mum sounds like Pat Butcher.
Oh, serious? Is mum like that, for real?
Yeah, mate. Auntie Sue. Tell ya. She'll mash down some West Indian food, but don't get her vexed. She starts to use the C word and all them things.
Oh, swear.
Yeah, man, she gets vexed.
Speaking of West Indians, I put out that video, right? We are look pan.
We are look pan.
We are look pan. Right? I just showed you it today.
Yeah.
Imagine I posted it up today, right?
Yeah.
And most people were like, that is funny, right? Shout out to Tom, I always get the surname right, Tom Mucci, and Takeo as well. Because they're the two guys in the clip, right? We are look pan. It's from Family Lam, innit? Family Lam is like a series on BBC Three, and they're on season 2 right now. It is sketch based, but some of the stuff could be borderline. It's edgy, so some things I know could be quite offensive to some people. They said it as well. Yo, some of the stuff you're gonna watch here, it's gonna be offensive, gonna be rude, but it's generally speaking, most of the stuff there, a lot of the stuff there, funny as anything. I got a couple people that were vexed that I posted that video.
Wow, why?
Get me.
Describe the people. Describe them.
Okay, the people
That were vexed.
describe
That were
the people
vexed.
that were vexed.
I don't necessarily.
You know what they look like?
I don't
Alright.
necessarily like. You know.
All right,
but
so
who
all right,
were-
basically, you could probably guess when I say this. All right, because the two, even though it's a spoof and it's a sketch, 2 people in the video, the main characters are 2 Rasta men, and their wives are 2 white women. One of the people messaged me and said, "I get interracial relationships, but why did they have to have the 2 Jamaican man, typically with the most," and I'm only paraphrasing what she said, the most Shelliest, Sharonist, and Beckiest of women. That's what she described.
Yeah.
Because she was describing the women as to be, like, not the attractive. They were quite
Was
big.
it a white woman? He said. that?
No, it was a black woman.
Oh, okay.
No, it's believable that it's a black woman because again, it's one of those ones where they kind of miss the point that it's a joke.
Yeah.
And then if you really were to, not to say that I'm going to complain,
Yeah.
if you really were to complain about this, would you not find it more uncomfortable that somebody is portraying a Rasta man?
Yeah.
That's
that
what
would-
yeah.
That would
Initially,
be, if somebody was to say that, I'd be like, okay, I completely understand.
This is
that.
what I thought. When I saw it, I was like, when I saw someone say, because there was a comment on my page,
Yeah.
a friend of mine that I can call upon, and the comment was, I'm not even going to say nothing. In my head, I'm like, that's saying something.
Yeah.
So I messaged, I said, what go on, talk the things.
Yeah.
And she explained it to me. I thought initially it was going to be, why did they have to portray Rasta man like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that. It was because basically it was a black man, white woman. Why is it always on television? You're going to try and make us out to look a particular way and having to be with a white woman. And when I heard her say that, and she was saying, then she did bring in the whole culture of Rastafarianism and why is it that you're portraying this to be the case with Rasta men, that a lot of them want to be with white women who are British? And I said,
Maybe because they want a passport, maybe, innit?
see, this is the thing.
I'm just saying.
That's the joke.
I'm just saying.
Do you know what I mean?
This is the thing. That
And sometimes black men will say a white woman's easier and no
More
stress.
submissive. She don't gonna ask no questions.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I'm glad. I'm not saying this. There's 2 beautiful black women here that are saying this right now. But you get the fact that it was a joke.
It's a
that
joke.
they
It's
was
a joke,
trying to
it's a joke,
portray.
yeah.
Because my thing was, and I asked her, how would you feel that in this spoof, this joke, instead of having 2 white women, if they had 2 black women in there, in this spoofy joke thing that was to kind of caricature elements of the culture that you don't like, would you not also find that offensive that they made 2 black women look silly?
Yeah.
Because as a comedian, I know that no matter what the joke is, and
Some will always be offended.
every joke has a victim. Every joke. Now, I did ask her if has she ever laughed at other people's culture as well, and she was like, "Well, nah, I don't really do that." And I said, and I know her, she's telling like not
Lies.
fibs, but she doesn't realize she's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She go to a show where it could be I don't know, Caribbean versus African at one of these comedy shows, right? And she'll be on Team Caribbean, but they'll be saying jokes towards Team Africa, and she'll be like, "Yeah." But then if Africa say joke towards Caribbean, you can't say that.
Yeah.
But the thing
She's
is,
biased. She's
you
biased.
see what I'm saying? It's either, I mean, as long as the joke is not outrightly trying to really degrade
Demean and degrade, yeah.
and really break down a culture to something which is absolutely incorrect. If it's a joke and you're having, especially at a comedy show, if it's a joke and there's a bit of banter going on, everyone can get ribbed a bit. It's either everyone can or nobody can.
There's
You
such
can't
a
say
there's such a thing as it's like we don't have to be derogatory with cultural references.
Yeah.
Or cultural observation.
Yeah.
Because there's things that all of us have seen with certain cultures. And again, I grew up in Milton Keynes. I grew up with every kind of people. There wasn't a Milton Keynes person. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of like, there was the Scottish girl at school, she was ginger. There was the Indian boy. There was the mixed race girl. There was the really pale Irish twins with loads of freckles. Then there was me, who was the black girl whose hair was kind of long, but it was big, but it grew out that way.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, there was always something that kind of differentiated all of us.
Diverse.
Exactly, it was very diverse.
Yeah.
There wasn't a particular one community. Everybody, it's like each neighbour, there was a
Very
different
mixed,
person.
yeah, yeah.
It was
Noticed
very
that about
mixed. So when it comes to me seeing certain cultural diverse like cultural differences, especially when you go around, when you used to go around to someone's house to sleep over, and it's kind of like that same thing that I saw. Sorry, I bounce. Tanisha Arnold, some show. Tanisha Arnold, she used to be on
I know.
Martin.
Yeah.
There's a clip of her and a white woman. It's on a TV show.
Yeah.
Clip of her and a white woman, and the white woman staying around her house. She was like, "Hi, okay, so here's the towel and here's your washcloth."
Oh, I've seen. Yeah,
And
washcloth.
the white woman turns around to say, "What's your
Yeah.
washcloth for?"
What?
And the black one's like, "Do you not use a washcloth?" That's a cultural observation.
Yeah.
It's not dissing no one.
Yeah.
That's just a cultural
I
observation.
remember seeing that clip. That's that's one of them newer programs that are out
Yeah,
now.
it was
I
a newer
know.
one that she had done.
But
Yeah.
what do you? What is a washcloth though?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
That's mad. That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
crazy. Exactly.
Are you thinking what you know what a washcloth is, but you think other
Yeah.
people should
So
know?
what? So what are you using instead of a washcloth?
But this is the thing. Some don't use
Some don't
anything.
use
They just
them.
use.
They just
water
Their
and
hands.
soap
that's it.
up
No.
and we're in stone.
No.
I use like
No.
them
The loofah,
the
the big ball loofah.
It was either the ball loofah or I've them gloves that are
Yeah,
that you
I
can.
love a loofah glove.
Exfoliating gloves.
Yeah,
gloves,
because
yeah.
they you could scrub.
I
Yeah.
like them. Yeah.
But your hand
Yeah.
is what's that doing?
No, obviously you take the glove off and then you wash,
Yeah, and you wash
one
your
hand.
hand.
Oh no!
Like a
I don't mean
glove,
wash your
some
actual hand. I'm saying using your hand on your skin and your body. That
Yeah,
that ain't
what's your
scrubbing
hand
nothing.
doing?
Yeah, that's why I need
That's
a
just
washcloth
you're
of
just
some
getting
sort.
lava.
Yeah.
You're not taking off any dead skin.
That's why I'm saying a washcloth or an exfoliating glove
Yeah.
or something like that makes sense. But some
Yeah.
people don't do that because for them,
Okay.
from you stand under the shower,
in it, and you sing "I've Got the Urge," you're getting clean.
imperial leather going down your skin.
Simi, she's got the urge to herbal. No, you're gonna have to scrub, love.
But that was a good observation in that program. So
So it's like little things like that.
yeah,
It's kind of like when I see, because again, there was people who kind of, how are they portraying white people to be dirty and da-da-da. And I'm
It's
like,
not that.
chill out.
It's
It's
not
a
that.
cultural observation.
Yeah.
And even as much as that's a spoof and it's a joke and I laughed, again, it was a cultural observation because if I'm not mistaken, I lie the two black guys in there are African.
yes,
Thank you.
KO and Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, sorry, they're both from African descent.
It's a cultural observation.
Yeah,
That wasn't your issue. Your issue was because would it been better if the white girls were Kylie Jenner and Selena Gomez?
yeah. This is the thing
It
to
was-
make the Rastas look like they had taste.
Yeah, to make the rest of them look like they were pulling some Chris. You're missing it.
It was so much. I mean, I get if people said there was a couple people. There was about 100 comments. I remember one saying, "I'm not getting why this is funny," and I'm like, "Don't worry, it's just fine. You don't have to. It's not for everyone."
Yeah.
Majority were just laughing because it was funny.
Exactly.
We are look pan.
Where I look pan.
Why you are look pan?
Where you look pan.
Why you are look pan? Why you? What were you? Listen. It was funny. Like it was just the like how they portrayed the characters and how it was edited. It was funny. And even at the end where they went silent and then the ducks in the background were laughing. It's little. It's like it's just funny.
It's comedy.
There you go. But then we had this conversation. We went right down the hole, and I said to her, "I'm going to talk about this on podcast." They went right down the hole about what is allowed to be made into a joke and what's not allowed to be made. And right now, especially as a comedian, the amount of criticism that we get for jokes that 10, 15 years ago we wouldn't get for because I'm not saying that. Let me be clear when I say this. I'm not saying that every joke should be allowed because there are some out there which are just insensitive, not well structured, not well thought out. What I'm saying is that you can't, if one person is upset about something which isn't, because of a reference they don't want highlighted from somebody else, or there is a joke that is made that is not made to offend, but because you are an individual who's offended. And often times that I notice this, if a joke is made, it's not the individual who is the recipient of that joke that's offended. It's someone that feels that the recipient should be offended by it.
Exactly. And again,
Where's the line?
The problem is the line has been destroyed by the information superhighway, aka
Of course,
the
big
internet.
time.
Because again, gone are the days of me just being offended. It
Everyone
seems
has
like
to-
I need to
everyone
be
has to back
offended
up, yeah.
and share it.
Yeah.
I
Everyone
need
has to
somebody
back
to
it
be
up.
offended with me,
With
just
you.
like the
Yeah.
old saying, "Misery loves company."
Yeah, everyone has
Yes.
to back me up. On my
Everybody has to
fence.
back me up. Don't you see how this is mash up?
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you believe that? Can you believe he just said that? How about you? Whatever happened to that was mash up. Click.
Next.
Change the channel.
Next.
Some people just like attention. They
Log
just,
out.
They just,
Big time.
they just want-
Misery
yeah.
loves
Love company.
Company.
Yeah.
You can't be miserable by yourself if it don't make sense.
Do you
To
remember,
them, they're kind of people.
do you remember the days when Facebook, YouTube, all of that had only like buttons?
Oh,
Never
gosh.
a dislike.
Oh, trust me.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
if you didn't like it, you couldn't do nothing apart from
Just comment.
move on.
Comment,
Or
no, comment.
You could comment, which even then would just look sour.
Exactly.
But you
Yeah.
could also just move
You
on.
could just keep
Yeah.
scrolling.
Now you have the option, like on YouTube, don't like.
There's too many options now.
The don't like.
Yeah.
Too
Don't
many
like.
options.
The don't like. The tear. The wow. Why are you wowing for, bruv?
There was one time I did a show and a comedy show, and someone came up to after me, said I didn't like one of your jokes. I said, well, tell me what joke it is. We can talk about this. And they said it was a joke that you made about cheating. And I said, well, just so you
Was
know,
it a male or female, by the way?
it was a female. I said, well, just so you know, it was only a joke. I didn't actually cheat on anyone. The person doesn't exist. They go, no, but you making jokes about cheating is offensive to people that have been cheated on.
No, sorry.
I said, what? What? So what you're telling me is I can't make a joke about cheating, which could happen to me as well. But no, I can't make a joke. But you can tell me that to stop making that joke because it offended you. And I said, excuse, have you been cheated on? She went, yes. And I don't think you're sensitive to that. I said, I don't know
He
you.
doesn't know
Yeah,
you.
why
don't-
should
I
don't
just
say
met
that.
you.
Yeah.
Why should I be?
Do you see what I'm saying?
See, this is
Yeah.
why I'm not in comedy, because that stuff. Then you think you're offended now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
That's silly, man. And you know what? I feel
just-
sorry for them people because
Yeah.
they're the ones who end up having this misery. They're the ones who sit round with a bottle of Lamborghini and they're bitching, talking about, oh, sorry, am I able to curse?
You could curse all you want.
They're the ones bitching around the table saying, you know what, all men are bastards. And they got like, yeah, clink, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and this, that, and the other. I'm the person who can't be in that room because I'm like, did you ever think that maybe it's you?
Big time.
Then all of a sudden, I ain't got no friends.
But the
Because
thing
you lot
is,
you need an audience.
Yeah.
You need your audience that agrees with you.
Yeah.
the thing is, you're going to a comedy show. You've got like, do you want to go to something that's bland and that's basically black, like
Knock,
1, 2,
knock.
3
Who's
comedy?
there?
Yeah, come on, man.
Have you never thought that there is? I had a door slammed in my face when I was 15. Okay, and I don't think you're sensitive to the way I feel about doors.
When
So-
you said knock, it took me right back.
Look, triggered. Okay, so I think you need to think about that joke. But that one about the white people was amazing.
That was fine. You could
Yeah.
say that about white
That
people.
one,
but-
yeah. That
but
one
the
about that one about the coons.
Oh my god! Oh, you know,
Absolutely amazing.
You know when you said the N word with the strong ER,
Sides.
I get it.
splitting. Seriously.
but the one with the
the
door
one, the one about the doors.
Oh,
I was attacked by a door.
this is it's such a difficult world of comedy because there are so much people that are so there's sensitivity and there's oversensitivity, and when people choose to decide what should offend them or tell you what you should be offended by,
Nah, it's not called oversensitivity. It's called non-sensitivity. That's nonsense, brethren.
I just think it's just ridiculous, man. Like, if you go into a comedy show, you need to expect anything, or maybe the host should say, guys, anything
ready.
goes.
Disclaimer.
If you're easily offended, leave now.
Innit?
Because literally, as you said, anything goes.
And even down to the same ones that want to get upset. Like, when I see people who've never been to you can usually go into a comedy show and you can see the people who've never been before because they hit them front seats.
Yeah.
Me, you saw me Christmas.
yeah,
I'm back by the bar.
yeah,
You ain't
can't
chatting
be-
to
if
me.
you don't know, don't sit
Nah.
at the front.
Sorry, I'm not sitting in the front.
And if you sat at the front,
Because number one, my hair wasn't redone. Okay. One of my
They're gonna
nails
pick
was
on you.
broken.
Oh no.
Because I know if it was me, it's the first things I'm going to notice.
yeah.
But the thing,
You know what I mean?
I don't mind someone like picking on me because I'll find it funny.
No,
You
I
can
would
just
laugh at
laugh.
yourself
Yeah,
and
I
enjoy
want
it.
to.
I can
want
laugh
to.
at myself,
I
but
want
it's one of
to.
it. There's certain
But
things
everyone's
that
different, I suppose.
there's certain things that
Yeah.
there's certain things that everybody's insecure about.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
like somebody to point out an insecurity that I'm insecure about.
Yeah.
That I'm insecure about. So
Okay.
let me not put myself in that position and go hang by the back.
Yeah.
But again, my girl who wants to say, you know what, he's not even funny, Why did you sit in the front then? Because all he can see
I
is
hate
you. All he can see is you.
There was, I'm gonna tell you what, I shouldn't even say this, but there's no escaping this now. innit? So there was one time, there was someone I was seeing. We stopped seeing each other, and not because of me. This was years ago. Not because of me. This is because she, at the time, wanted to. She felt like, oh, I need to stop. I don't know where I am in my life. I'm like, all right, cool, we'll stop. If I'm honest, it wasn't anything serious. If I be real, it was us having fun.
Yeah.
She said, we got to stop. I said, all right, cool, we could stop. 2 days later, calls me back and says, I think we should start again. I'm like, I'm not expendable like that.
Of course not.
That's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
This isn't
You can't-
Netflix.
You see what I'm saying? You can't just flick me on and off and say, when I'm ready, I'm not ready. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway, I'm at another weekender. And she sat in the front row. This is after we stopped seeing each other. But let me roll back a little bit. I'm at this weekender now, right? And she came and she had a new guy she was seeing. Now, when I saw her there, I was like, hey, you're right, what's going on? And she's like, yeah, I'm good. And she spoke to my other friends as well who are there. I'm working the weekender, setting up some of the comedy bits and the game stuff. So I'm pulling stuff off the van. She sees me. She comes, says hello to, it was my cousin and my friend who were helping me out as well. They talked to her for a little bit, but I'm loading everything off.
You're
right?
working.
You see what I'm saying? She comes up to me now and she's like, hey, you're right, what's going on? This is, and introduces me to whoever. And I'm like, yo, what's going on, my brother? We good? Nice. And I
Going back
kept
to
it pushing.
work.
I kept it pushing.
You're working.
She didn't like that because
Of course
she
not.
wanted me to go.
She wanted to
Jealous.
go, oh my gosh, he's so amazing. I'm inadequate. Please.
chest. Oh no!
I need to leave and
Please
cut
take
off.
me back.
Innit? I need to leave and cut off my penis. I just feel so inadequate right now. I'm sorry.
Hey, then this is the wickedest bit, yeah. I see her a couple times over the weekender. I'm just saying hello, right? Leaving it at that. Then this this is the part that got me. Oh, sorry, I actually tell a lie. I didn't meet the guy. She was with some of her other friends. I met her friends. She was talking about the guy that she's with.
Oh.
He wasn't even there. Sorry.
Okay.
I forget that. Yeah,
It's because he was
Details,
amazing.
right? She was so talked about him
So
so much. I
amazing,
thought he was
seriously.
there. Anyway, right? But I just remembered he wasn't. She was talking about him so much. I thought he was there. But when I recall this is a few years back, right? But she's there with her friends. I said hello to her friends and I kept it pushing. Anyway, her friends are there with her at the comedy show element. I'm hosting it.
Yeah.
The front row is empty. There's about 500 people in the room, right? But there's other seats you can take. She comes in about 5 minutes later after it starts. Where did she want to sit? Front row and center so I can see her.
She wants that smoke. She forgot who you were.
Okay.
She forgot herself. She lost herself. She was so lost in the sauce
Thank you.
that she forgot herself.
Thank
the
you.
fact of the matter is, you were in fat-free mayonnaise. That
Yes.
was the sauce you were in.
This is
She
it.
thought she was in thick A1 barbecue sauce, living her best life, all spicy and fruity at the same time.
Listen.
But you're in fat-free
And
mayonnaise right
I'm in
now.
work mode. So I'm not thinking about personal stuff.
Burn your feelings.
I'm in work mode.
Yeah.
She's sitting in the front row. She told I can only imagine. She's told her friends, let's sit in the front. None of you laugh at him.
Wow.
Because at the first 3-4 minutes, they're sitting there all of them
Just like,
looking at me like this. Right? But I don't know if you know this, but I'm funny, innit? So what I did.
Comedian, I would have brushed all of them.
oh,
I would have put them all out.
all
Oh
of
no,
them.
I
One
didn't,
by
I
one.
didn't have to.
You didn't have to. Everybody else
do
did it for you.
Do you know why? Everybody's busting up when I'm hosting,
Wow.
enjoying the show, enjoying the other comedians. There was one time I said something and one of her friends burst out laughing.
Couldn't
And
hold it in?
I swear to you, the friend couldn't hold it in because her friend enjoyed what I said. The girl's face,
That ain't part of the game.
Don't laugh.
what are you laughing for, bruv? To her friend. Listen, at that point, it was the sweetest moment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you
Because
felt
I'm
good.
there in the zone. I'm not even
Yeah.
letting your attention drag me down.
Yeah.
I'm
But
working.
yeah, exactly. I'm
working.
enjoying myself. But you wanted to try and get me to slip up.
Yeah.
And the fun bit is afterwards now, she's in the toilets, in the girls' toilets. One of my friends has
Is
gone
in the
there.
cubicle and they're talking outside the toilet.
This is the...
Babe,
That has happened.
babe, this
I thought that
happens
happened
too
in
often.
movies.
Nah, it happens so often, and sometimes I just have to sit there and listen to the information about that girl DJ who thinks she's so Chris.
Yeah,
I said,
sit there.
well, let me put down the record on my phone. 'Cause I need to bust some joke in the group tonight.
Yeah.
Lovely, it's a beautiful feeling.
She's talking, as you can imagine. He thinks he's so nice. And the thing is, the only reason that she's saying this is because I'm not rising to her the attention she wants.
Yeah.
And trying to get onto her. Do you
And
see what I'm
once
saying?
again, misery loves company. She's got an audience.
There you go. Now, me being me, afterwards, I went on social media after the event, like, this was a fun event. We had fun. There was some funny moments, though. And my boys, because my boys all know what's going on, I've told them there's some funny moments, you know. And I'm bantering about the funny moments. I did a tweet and I posted it up. I say, look, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we had a wicked weekender. But if you came with another agenda, you wasted your money. Just come and have a good time.
Exactly.
And I put hashtag toilet cubicles. This is the petty in me coming out now. This is the petty in me coming out, But the petty from the angle of, I'm only going to give you a splash because I didn't lose this.
Yeah, I didn't lose.
She must have commented on the post saying, ha, it was great to see you, had a good weekend, wink, right? And I know that's her way of saying, I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
know.
And frankly, look, yeah, you were all right, but like, I don't even know why you're like saying that it was a brilliant. It wasn't even amazing. You're kind of like there was 8,000 people in there. It wasn't. It's only 500. So, and if you notice, me and all my girls, well, except for Sherelle, she laughed at that one joke. But
we didn't find you funny.
Yeah, we didn't find you funny. You know what? Yeah, we've heard all your jokes anyway. So if you want us to just list all the jokes that Aurie tells, it will save you some money. You get me?
That pettiness. It
You
was
get me?
so funny. That's what happens. That's what happens.
That toilet cubicle move. It's beautiful when it happens.
You've been in the toilet and that's happened?
I'm gutted when that happens because I can imagine it doesn't happen to men very often because y'all are all lined up. But
How did you hear that? Because you're a man.
Nah,
How did
his
you?
brethren.
No, my friend
Oh,
was
your
in the
friend.
toilet.
Okay,
And
I see
my
the
name
toilet.
came up.
Exactly.
So, because you could
I
imagine
get
after
it.
a comedy show and going into the
Yeah.
rave, some of the girls would be talking about comedy. And
Yeah,
saying, oh, that was
yeah.
funny. The host was funny. The comedian was funny. Oh, trying to give SheJay a good time. No, I'm joking.
Is there something you want to tell us?
Now, behave yourself.
You got the anti
Anybody's
back.
got any, listen,
Has anybody got the anti back?
you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
It's for Leeds, isn't it?
All right.
No, look good. Look good. Before you start, like, look, you see this? It's the whole, there's one on that side. It's the hold down the material. This is
All right.
IKEA.
Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I
Thank
get it. I
you.
get it.
Thank
You don't know
you.
when certain people get on the BBC, them
You're
start
funny.
going to them freaky deaky business. Is it? They reach on the BBC and they start doing them. You start to experiment with.
We mean the
certain-
BBC, isn't the BBC, not the other BBC. You're talking about. We'll clear that one up right.
The
Clear that one up right now.
The big black.
No. Fire.
The
Big
big
black
black.
contract.
Fire. I will lock off half your locks, darling. Half of them.
Never.
You have to make a
Never.
decision about the rest yourself.
Never.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, that's just the hold down the material. This
Okay,
is
I don't know
IKEA
why I
first
fast
of all.
behind in there. I'm like, what's the? Ooh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
There's one on your side, and that's
There
why
is,
it's the
there
roll
is,
down.
there
the
is.
There's
material.
one for everyone, Carmen.
Yeah, to that. Yeah, what I
I see. I'm away. Is I'm nasty. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Hold tight the IKEA material there.
Get me.
But yeah, man, I'm telling you, sensitivity and all of that. Listen, I'm not in it. I can't. I'm not.
Non-sensitivity, people. That's the hashtag
Non-sensitivity.
for the show. Non-sensitive.
Non-sensitivity.
Get me.
That's gonna probably be the episode name
Yeah.
as well.
Nonsense, sensitivity, non-sensitivity.
Nonsense, sensitivity, nonsense plus sensitivity, non-sensitivity.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I smell a t-shirt for the summer.
Hey, that's an idea still. How you mean?
That's it, Rev.
How you mean?
Always got to start this peeper right here. Got to start this peeper.
Can I just throw this out here? Both
Yeah.
of you, right? Right, especially the weekender. Shut it down in your own ways.
100%.
Yeah, I got 2 females DJs who didn't let, and I know this happens, right? Some will probably look at you and go, "All right, the DJs and ladies, can they go as hard as the guys?"
Can I correct you?
Go ahead.
We're not female DJs. We're DJs who happen to be female.
Okay, my apologies.
Thank you.
The
Thank you.
DJs that
Thank
happen
you.
to be female. All right, I stand corrected. Right, but I know what happens. Guys will probably look and say, "Let's see what these girls are saying." Right. SheJay firstly at the pool party. In fact, both of you, right? Because you both did pool party, didn't you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Carmen was at the pool
My
party.
ankles are still swollen.
Carmen at the pool party said, "All right, let me just run tune," and she ran tune, and people walked in and was like, "This could be a vibe still." You know what? This is all right still. So you were running tunes. That's
Yeah.
when I said, "Let me just back off my clothes." Had my trunks on, had a t-shirt that said Bamboo and Rep, and I jumped in the pool
with
and it
his
was a
with his
vibe.
swim cap, so it didn't mess up the fresh,
Yeah.
fresh weekender
Yeah,
braid.
yeah.
Show us your hair actually.
Nah,
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
see
no,
it
no.
right
You know
now.
the weekender
No,
braid done.
No. You don't want to see this.
Okay.
You don't want to see this.
That means it's growing and that's a good look.
Listen, it's the same braids from the weekender. You don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to see it right now.
You know, see the little remnants of edges.
Doesn't matter,
Just
man.
here.
Doesn't
Let me
matter.
just say,
Doesn't
let me
matter.
just
So you
say.
know, that's how you know that can't come off because it coordinates with his top.
You understand me?
So
I
the
get it,
whole
I get
outfit
it,
needs
I
to
get
coordinate so it don't
Let's
come
just
off.
say the
Absolutely.
hair is big shout out to Shantina. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, right? So big up you because she's a sick hairdresser.
For real?
Yeah.
Shantina, Me needing to link up.
All right, we have this. We have this conversation I set up soon. Yeah.
Oh.
Now,
Oh.
so basically, the weekend, all right, you were DJing at the jump. People walking in, vibe, and Carmen's just in her zone. She's enjoying herself, right?
Always.
What I loved about you
Always.
in your zone is because there was a whole heap of people who kind of came in like jeans and t-shirt and coat. And then two tunes start to take them, and you start start come up like, right, it's hot in here now.
It was hot in there though. It was
She's playing
very hot.
Brandy.
Yeah.
What? Best friend? Yo, this tune's all right. Yo, come bring my bag, fam. It's hot in here now. And I say, yeah, because me walking, and I said, I'm just going to get changed. Carmen's shutting it down.
Now, Carmen,
Thank you, man.
the only thing I was upset about is you never got into the pool yourself,
I
right?
told you I didn't bring no swimming costume. I didn't bring anything.
I was in a swimming costume. You think I was getting in with chlorine?
Is that she didn't go to swimming pool either?
Actually, that's a good point. Thank you.
You all,
true.
and about
Thank you.
me,
It's true.
you
No,
didn't
but
bring
do
nothing.
you know what?
It's true.
But like
know
I said
what?
to you, next time I will.
Make
100%.
sure.
That's your business because I won't.
I will, as long
My
as I
skin-
can.
you
I'll
want
just
skin
put my
and
hair
chlorine,
up.
yeah?
I'll put my hair up.
You want to see me?
There's some.
You want to see me
We'll
edge up like a friggin' alligator? Me and
That
chlorine?
bad? Okay.
Oh.
There's something about, I don't know what it is. There's something about a lady with locks when they come out the pool and just.
Lion.
And I wanted to see that. I was just.
No. I saw that 100%. No, I didn't bring nothing. I didn't bring anything.
All
Like
right, fair
no,
enough.
no swimming attire.
Fair
but
enough.
next time I will do it 100%.
You not say next time that there's another weekender coming.
There
soon.
will be another weekender.
Yeah, in a few hundred years, maybe, right?
Listen, we're gonna make it
There'll
happen.
be
We're
another
just
one soon.
Comedy
And-
Mania Weekender
Yeah, man.
2020.
Nah, fire!
Get your tickets
Fire!
from now.
Hey, I was with you until you said the
link-
year.
the link-
Hey,
The link is below. okay?
Fire.
The link is
Link in
below.
the
let me tell you
description.
something.
The
Yeah,
description
Carmen
link.
London
Nah,
Yeah,
the
shout
way
it
my
out.
bank balance is set up.
Gang.
Yo. 2020.
2020. Next year
2020.
the day.
It's just round the
Next year the
corner.
day.
Early release tickets already sold out.
Trust me.
Yeah. You lot can go
Sunday.
look. You
Get
lot
me.
can buy tickets to an event that ain't existing. That's on you. But if
Shubs.com,
you
fam.
turn up next March or April and you're at Pontins and the only other people there are the Confederate flag wearers, you need to
Teddy
get your
boys them.
refund from Miss Carmen London over there. You understand me?
Gang.
It's
But-
gonna happen. Trust me. We'll make it happen.
It will happen, man. I don't know about 2020. I'm in recovery mode right now, still, in many ways.
Oh, no.
And then after, was it straight into SheJay, yeah? After you
yeah,
DJ'd,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
SheJay for me was hilarious because when the guys were micing for SheJay, she did not want them touching anything at all. She had love for them as people, but
You know what?
You don't let them
But-
mic in.
Mexi, Cal I,
yeah.
me love you.
However,
Stop touching the mixer.
So what was it? Is it like when that they're mic and they turn it down to talk? Is that what you don't like?
Thank you.
No. People don't do it to me because I
just-
mic my own sets.
okay.
So I
just-
don't need any. I won't lie. Men do try to interrupt when I'm DJing
Yeah.
I'm mixing.
because I'm a female.
I'm
you know,
mixing. You think you just need to chat over it because I
Yeah,
can't. No,
yeah.
We
I
mix.
can host it myself. To be honest,
But then you're good. Then
I don't
innit?
need a brother to do anything. I can do it myself.
We're
Fair
good. That's
dues.
why otherwise it would be a sound.
Yeah. I get.
But I
that.
don't mind if they want to
Yeah,
host. I don't
go
mind.
for it.
I don't mind. I don't
Get me,
mind
because
either.
don't get me wrong,
But I
the
can
boy-
do it myself. I don't
Yeah.
mind.
The man that they can host.
Yeah.
I've always got time for them. Again, DJ Mexi is my birthday twin. So
Oh, you same birthday?
yeah, we got the same
When's your
birthday.
birthday?
July 19th.
Oh, nice,
Okay, so
man.
you're Cancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
This girl knows star sign.
That's it.
quick blood.
I'm into astrology.
I
A
can
lot.
tell.
You're
Hard.
mine. I'm gonna come and get some. I'm gonna
Hard.
come and get her to clear some stones for me. I know.
Oh,
you know
you're
how
into
to do that.
crystals. Okay, you can clean it yourself. You know, I'll teach you how to do it.
Thank you.
Look
I
at
appreciate
this.
that. Because yeah, I'm into my
Look at
stones.
this.
I'm trying to be more spiritual. I'm spiritual already. I'm trying to get more deeper into it.
And you know what it is? To be honest, being in the music industry, keep yourself clear.
You have
Sage
to.
your
You have
yard,
to. You have to.
Sage your music. Sage your headphones
Mhm.
because the devil will catch you in the most inopportune moment before you know it. You're waking up with a pair of UGG boots and a pair of knickers in somebody's house with coke around your mouth. I am not about to be that chick.
That's,
Let
that's
me
not. That's
sage.
not. That's not my line.
No, but that's
What
what I'm saying.
industry are
Let
you
me
part of,
say-
SheJay?
Let me say.
Wait,
But then you have to consider with me because again, people usually see me the green nails, the braids, the little bit of a roadie voice or whatever, and they think all I do is urban events. I don't. I multi-genre mix across everything.
Yeah.
So I'll do a house rave. I'll do a very 90s dance music rave. I'll do a reggae roots rave. I've been doing it for so long, I kind of can code switch like that musically.
Yeah.
So you start to see certain environments that it's like, oh, so everybody's just gonna snort cocaine now. Okay,
Yeah.
that's uncomfortable.
Shout out to Bubba Tinney. He's got a joke about how it's just so comfortable.
They're
to
just
do that.
so comfortable.
Are we gonna
doing
do some
it.
cocaine? Like,
Yeah, so we're like, line up, and I'm like,
Well, to them,
Where's
it's a
the
normal
queue for
thing.
what?
it's
yeah.
a normal thing.
It's a
In a
normal-
queue for
It's
what?
like-
It's like pouring yourself a drink.
Yeah,
Serious.
and they're just.
I've got a lot of
cutting.
friends that
Yeah,
do
they
stuff
just-
like that.
They'll just cut, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
and they'll do it in
that's-
front of you. They'll just go, and then boom,
and
they're
then you
out.
go back to things.
You
and I'm like,
wait, you haven't even done it. It's so quick. It's so quick. It's
Because
so quick.
I'm just end up becoming
so
that.
quick.
I end up clutching pearls. Like, oh, so you're not gonna just. You're not even gonna say excuse
You're that
me while
naive
I
person.
partake.
You know that's illegal, right?
Yeah,
You know that's not legal.
you're doing drugs. Those kind of things. Because don't get me wrong, I can understand somebody there crumbling their ganja because as far as I'm concerned, ganja comes from the
That's not a
comes
drug
from the ground
like that.
So
yeah.
somebody crumbling their ganja and that, and then they roll their spliff. And usually anybody who does smoke weed usually says, "Do you mind if I smoke or do I go
Yeah.
outside?" That's because I always see that weed is a very respectful recreational activity.
Yeah.
Not many people do it for that reason though. They want to do it just to get high.
No, but then the ones who just want to get
This
Is
like
this,
saying-
is this,
that's like
is this
dipping coke, is it-
admittance
But
from you?
No.
but then you have to consider the people who just want to do it to get high are the ones that are mixing their weed with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's those ones I'm not really particular. Again, I've got my bridges want to crush up and and they're respectful and they understand that I don't smoke ganja and them kind of things there. So 9 times 10 I'll say that's cool. But when it comes to cocaine, that's not the same
Yeah, that's
because
different.
that could kill you now. That's what frightens me with them drugs. I've never touched them because that can kill
But a
you
lot of those house
now.
events that you probably play at,
Exactly.
that's all they're on. That's
Even to the point where
MDNA.
I've been seeing guys.
all
Yeah,
of
I've
that
been
stuff.
seeing guys.
Too much to
LSD,
mention.
all of that
LSD,
stuff,
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I've been
loads of
seeing
things.
guys and we're getting to know each other and that. And I'm like, so what do you like to do for fun? What kind of dances do you go to? No, and he's like, yo, sometimes I go to a house rave and I'll drop some diz and I'm like, what?
Rewind this.
What the hell is diz? Yo, it's like MDNA and that. And I'm like, that's unattractive.
I'm telling you, a lot of people take it. A lot of people take
is
it.
truth, yeah.
It's everyday thing.
It's
It's
an
not.
everyday thing.
I'm not on it.
It's just. It just.
I'm
It
just
just
not on
depends
it.
what your crowd, your circle
Yeah.
is.
And because I've mixed in so many circles, I'm glad I did. I can recognize it instantly. So I know
Yeah.
that I know when there's the rave that I can stay behind and have a drink afterwards, or them's ones where I just need to unhook the headphones
And bounce,
and
yeah.
call the Uber
I'm
at
s-
the same time.
I'm still naive to some points where I'll go to an event, like and it could be like a house or garage event or something, and I see a guy and he's going mad on the floor. I'm like, cool, he's got energy, isn't he?
No, yeah.
It's not him.
Speed probably.
Yeah,
had-
man, his
he
car,
had- he
he's
had
on
ni-
cardio, boy.
He had 90 quid residual income.
Wow,
That's
his
what he had.
stamina's on point, mate.
No, mate.
No,
And, it's,
no,
and,
no,
and
it's
these are the
definitely
guys that
something.
usually in your day job that they're with you in your day job and they're
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
boring at the weekend and by the time Friday come, just gonna get a couple of grands and like get right on it and start gurning away. I'm like, ugh. Yeah,
That is mad.
it's not nice. It's not nice at all. I'm not for it. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. Okay. Well, I don't like to say stay in school. Learn things.
Yeah.
Have
Love
another
it.
hobby maybe.
Have another hobby, or just do what you love, man.
They
As
might
long
love
as it's not
drugs.
drugs.
They might love drugs.
As long as it's not drugs.
Nah, do what you love. That can't kill you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Amen. 100%.
Because all of them class A drugs, they could kill you now.
Yeah.
Right now. You could think you're just bossy in your chest high and say, you know what? I'm going to do 3 lines, you know. Because them 2 lines felt good.
Man.
2 twos now.
Next thing you end up in Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Dum dum.
Yeah.
Look
Detective
at Whitney.
Benson,
Look
what do
at
we have
Whitney
here?
Houston.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
she was-
Shidata.
Oh,
How
Heartbreaking.
did that daughter pass away
Pretty much
actually?
the
same way in the bath
Really?
as well.
Same
innit?
way in the bath.
I've got another conspiracy. Sorry.
Come on,
me
let's
with
see
it.
this.
Hit me
Let's
with
go. Come on. Come on.
Okay, cool. Basically, I watched the Bobby Brown film or documentary, whatever it was,
Yeah.
recently. Not recently, but I meant like a year ago. There was 2 parts to it. Bobby's theories that the daughter, what's the daughter's called?
Bobby Christina.
Christina. He feels Christina's boyfriend killed Whitney and the daughter Christina.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
don't
buy
buy
it. Nah.
There was. I remember the news. Bobby Christina's.
Have you heard about that
Partner.
basically?
I
Yeah.
didn't hear
Or
about-
am I
I didn't
talking
hear-
rubbish?
No, I didn't hear about him killing
Whitney,
Whitney.
yeah.
But I did hear that he got arrested because they were trying to see if he might have killed Bobby Christina.
But I still think that with
I don't know, because apparently Whitney was giving him and Christina a lot of money. You know, she saw him as her son as well. I just feel like he kind of just wanted more. He wanted more. and he just.
Yeah.
That's what I personally thought, and maybe
I think
he just tried to.
I think
get in there with the will
and
or
I don't even
something.
think it was drugs that killed Whitney. Drugs mashed up her body. And
So
it
what
just
do you think killed her?
She drowned in the bath,
Okay.
and she had a heart attack because
hell,
your heart and your brain has been eat out by cocaine, and she was
Yeah.
smoking crack to backside.
Yeah, that's different.
Get me, them
Level.
things that are different.
It's a different level. Bro.
And people forget that that's what you hear about all people all like 30, 33 are getting heart attacks and strokes and all. It's because of the class
Is it the same as
A's, man.
Amy Winehouse? She passed away because of
Alcohol
drugs,
poisoning.
alcohol. Yeah.
It wasn't even the drugs. It was alcohol poisoning.
Wow.
When you hear of these people dying of like all of a sudden she just had a random heart attack, it wasn't random.
It's gradual.
Yeah, it's gradual. You're
damage to
eating
your
away.
body,
Yeah,
man.
you're eating away at your capillaries. You're eating away at the chambers in your heart. You're eating away with it. And then the simplest thing after she caught pneumonia in the hospital and couldn't beat it. Them kind of
Wow.
things kill you.
Yeah.
It's rarely a case of they just ended up having this huge cocaine binge and they died in their bedroom.
Do you feel like celebrities should go under like some kind of counselling or kind of therapy? Or
100%.
I think everybody should.
Yeah.
I think everybody should be able to have a conversation with
But
an
I think more so
unbiased
celebrities
opinion.
because it's I just think the energy is
It's
just
toxic.
crazy.
It's toxic.
It's just crazy.
It's
The
very
things that I
toxic.
hear, maybe true or not true, but the things that I hear, I'm just like, could I deal with this?
It's a different life.
It's
up there.
different. It's just
It's a different I mean you can
The
imagine
air's thin, boy.
when you see someone like I will not mention names, but someone who's like a friend of mine or around me in one field, and or I've seen just go from like the guy who you see at other shows or the girl who's done that show to all right, now they got stuff going on big time, and you see the change that happens in him or her. And it's not necessarily them, but just what they're exposed to. And there's a part of you sometimes just going, look, I just hope whatever's going on,
If you show,
you
if
don't
show
jump
me
on-
something,
I've got a
Yeah.
question for you guys actually.
go
go
on.
for it.
Michael Jackson, innocent or guilty?
Can't prove it. He's dead, and there's no evidence to say otherwise.
Aurie?
That's me done. Because I took a lot of time on that freaking trial the
I've
first
been-
time round. I can't bother now.
I'm still. It's
Should I answer before you answer?
go ahead.
Okay, cool. Before the documentary, I was like, MJ is innocent. I don't want to watch it. He's an innocent man. Whatever anyone said about MJ, I'll be ignorant. It's not true.
Yeah,
Watching documentary, I'm in two minds now. However, documentaries are designed to kind of convince you on a one-sided
Of
story
course.
all the time.
of
They don't
course.
bring out a documentary for no reason. Do you know what I mean? But
And then
yeah,
the maker of the documentary has just come out saying that he realizes how biased it is.
it's
'cause
very
a lot
biased.
of it is based on just kind of hearsay.
There's two
Yeah.
people. There's two men.
Exactly.
That's it.
But both of them
And
perjured
and
themselves
and
on the
and,
jury
and, and
in
their
the court.
families.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I don't want to believe that it's true. But the stories are kind of convincing. But they're very identical to each other.
Yeah, I think
And the two boys didn't even know each other.
my thing
But
with Michael,
I'm thinking maybe did they have this discussion before what to
I
say?
think they did.
Because it even relates back to the R. Kelly. I'm not bringing him up, but R. Kelly.
That
I was
boy
like,
is
oh my gosh, the
guilty.
girls are so sad what happened. But then I'm hearing half of the people in that documentary were told to say certain things. Some things were exaggerated. Some girls were even lying.
Some things will get edited out and so on as well.
Yeah, it's just
but,
like what is truth and what is not truth. I don't know. Like, so with MJ,
I think again with MJ, it's all been very hearsay. Because again, when people put the Michael Jackson situation and the R. Kelly situation in the same boat,
yeah, that's when
that's
people.
the bit that I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's
no,
not
it's
right.
nothing to do with
Personally,
each
no,
other.
no, no,
But anyway, sorry.
Because R. Kelly,
Mm.
bro, we saw you piss on the little girl.
that bro is
We-
guilty.
We guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Uncle Ruckus voice. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. You should have never given these niggas money. Guilty.
Uncle Rocket, no
Exactly.
relation.
We saw him piss on the little girl. We saw the marriage certificate with you marrying Aaliyah and it said she was 18 when she was really 14. We saw it all. You can't convince me of otherwise.
Yeah.
You've been into some nasty shit.
Do you still listen to R. Kelly? You're a DJ. Do you still listen
Oh
to
my
him?
gosh, TP2. It buns me. I had to delete that.
What? I still listen. No, I still
Delete it.
listen to R. Kelly.
No,
You still?
I still listen to R. Kelly.
I think with me,
I don't play it on a DJ set, but I still listen to R. Kelly.
Nah, with
I love
me,
his music. I'm sorry.
Don't get me wrong. Everybody is open to their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me being a survivor of sexual assault myself, can't
Oh,
do
I'm
it.
sorry to hear that.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's nothing to be sorry about.
Yeah.
Again, it's them
Yeah.
that are sorry because them
Yeah.
doing them time.
Yeah.
But for me, triggered. Can't listen to it.
Okay.
Can't listen to it.
I haven't listened to R. Kelly since. Do you know what?
Because Ignition
not-
bumped. It
I've-
pissed me off.
I never really listened to that like Ignition stuff. For me, when I really, really thoroughly enjoyed R. Kelly was how creative Trapped in the Closet was.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I know the words.
That was
verbatim.
like 12 chapters.
The hip hopper.
Loads.
Wow,
Loads of
it's just,
chapters.
22. I can't even remember.
It's a lot. It got a bit too
Then I
far.
pulled
after
out
What
that.
do you think?
Brother,
What do you
I'm
think
like,
it's really about though? Trapped in a closet.
I just think because the first five, I think he based it on the first five because the big shock factor was the pastor who was gay.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it was based on that, but I don't think it's any hidden meaning.
It got sensationalized.
You don't think there's no meaning behind it?
I
at
don't
all?
think there's hidden
you just-
meaning behind it because
There is.
I think I think the first five
Conspiracy
chapters
again.
I think the first 5 chapters were a cool story because it was just very Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Then it just got more.
The pimp and the midget.
The
and-
midget. Sorry, little
I
person.
feel like whatever
Sorry,
R. Kelly
apologies, yeah,
raps
little
about,
person.
not rap, sings about, is truth in everything he's saying.
Yeah.
Because you know, obviously he's bisexual, right?
Yeah.
Always looking at me like, what?
I
You
had
didn't know
an-
that?
I feel like yes,
One
but
of the girls he had trapping at the house used to have her dress up like a boy.
yeah.
It's not even that. Another girl we can like say dirty things, right?
Of course, this is
Alright.
no holds bar.
This is just what one girl mentioned on the internet on YouTube and said what R. Kelly made her do. So he made her get a dildo and put it in his bum.
Oh, it's pegging. That's what it's
Pegging.
called.
Okay, so I'm
I
not.
don't know
Saying,
what-
I'm sorry,
that's
I'm
not my
I feel the
thing.
terminology.
I hate the fact that I'm so quick to let you know what that's
No,
called.
no,
I
that's
don't know
fine,
the
don't
terminology
worry.
of that was, but
No,
yeah.
we got some. I'm
You know
joking.
what I mean? Are you not thought I was?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, so basically, she basically
I don't
said,
know what pegging is.
she was basically saying R. Kelly's definitely, bisexual or gay, whatever it is,
Yeah.
because he just gets more happier around men. He likes dildos in his bum.
He likes to
but
be penetrated.
I personally feel it's the industry in America. Because I hear a lot of that kind of stories of men having to do certain things to get to another level in their career.
Yeah, like the whole BTK
So I don't feel like
stuff and-
they want to do it. I feel like they're kind of forced into doing it, and then eventually they like it.
I think
Because the more you force to do something, or the more you do
you
something,
become
the more,
Yeah,
desensitized to
desensitized
it.
to
and
it.
then
you like
after a while
it.
you
Because
might
men
enjoy
have
it,
G
yeah.
spots in their bum.
exactly,
So
that's what your G spot is.
yeah, that's
I
what
can never
gets him
confirm
off.
nor deny if I know that information.
You haven't had a prostate
No,
exam yet,
no, I
you?
have, I
Have
have.
you?
No, I've
Was
So
it
had
you
traumatic?
should know then.
No,
Was it
I wasn't
traumatic?
enjoying my prostate.
No, but I'm
exam.
saying, was it traumatic or did you see it as a medical procedure?
I was able to see it as a medical procedure. Right, I wasn't sitting there going, "No, don't do." Because
What is a procedure? Can you let me know?
Prostate is basically found.
No, I know, but what
Yeah.
do they do?
they-
so put on a glove, lube
Yeah.
up their hands, and they have to put their fingers
Two?
Yeah.
too.
So they can feel your prostate.
Feel around in your prostate to see
If it's
you know,
inflamed or
any
Okay.
issues, any bumps on it,
Yeah.
or any scar tissue.
Okay.
or
just the same
whatever.
way as we would check our boobs. You
Yeah,
have to check the prostate.
and the
Smear
cervical
test.
smear
Cervical smear kind of
test.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
it's for me. I just saw it as a medical procedure.
Yeah.
No, the reason why I asked that is because it's like I saw something on it's kind of related but unrelated at the same time. I saw a meme of a black guy doing a dismount, and it was like a really elaborate gymnastics move.
Oh my gosh, is he gonna hurt himself?
No.
Oh.
I don't watch them things. I ain't got time. But what
That's tough,
what
man.
it said at the top was just really resonated with kind of the mentality of a lot of black men.
Okay. Yeah.
Was if black men didn't think gymnastics was gay, we dominate the sport.
100%.
Men.
Yeah.
Because one thing you don't see, again, black girls, we've been mashing up gymnastics from all Dominic
Long time,
doors,
long
them
time.
times there. But when it comes to men, if they didn't think it was just like some pansy thing, do you know what I mean? They would be dominating the sport, which is very much true. So when it comes to me talking to men about prostate exams,
Yeah, they're not on it.
they're not on it. And I'm like, bruv, you know this could
Everyone needs to get
check
checkups,
your
man.
things, especially when you
100%.
lick 30. It's time to just go to your GP and have a chat. That's what you need to do. Just
Yeah,
go
man.
to your GP and have a chat.
You need to get that done.
Because a lot of men, no man, I'm not letting no man do that. Cool. Then
Yeah.
you've probably got about 3 years left.
Oh.
They'll wait until the thing falls out.
Wait until the thing falls out inside
what I do
out.
with this? Were you supposed to get it checked about 5 years?
You get
ago?
me? Why do you have it, sir? Why do you have it in your hand? Why? It doesn't come out like that. Oh, so do I just put it back in or?
Nah, you got a few weeks.
You got a few weeks. We've got a bed ready and we've called your parents. So them kind of things, I'm a firm believer in. Every time I if that comes up in a conversation, I always ask people, was it traumatic or did you see it as a medical procedure? Because if you found it traumatic, that's more of an inclination for me to say, you know what? Please do not feel embarrassed with having to talk to someone who is professional in talking about this kind of thing. Yeah. Because this may be a discussion that you may have to have, and it may be deeply rooted into something else. If you can see it as a medical procedure, more power to you. You need to talk to more of your brothers. Yeah. Simple.
There's so much men 100%. That don't want to do that because in their eyes, it's almost invasive. But that invasion is there to help save your life.
Exactly. It's going to save your actual life.
I think the first time, not to go into too much detail.
He goes regularly.
No, you're supposed to go every few years. I think the first time I went at 25, which is quite early. But there was the reason being is when I found out I had IBS. So I was worried about my digestive system and passing food and stuff like that.
Just wanted to get checked.
So I went to go get checked, and it was a weird experience, boy, because I went to the counter and there was a lady there. And how do you tell her? Because it was like I have a pain in an area. Where?
It's behind me.
It's yeah.
Behind me.
Well, if it's behind you, you're healed now. No, I don't mean
it's.
I don't mean I've passed it. Yeah. I mean it's literally behind
here,
me. And then she went, "Do you want to write it down?" I had to write it down and give it to her, right? Wow. And then what she did is she said, "All right, cool." So I sat down. Nurse had to check me out. Nurse was stunning. I said, "You can't do this." I said,
I'm gonna need an auntie.
Yeah, man. No,
why did you think you might like it if she done it?
No, not even that. I just felt.
I love the diplomacy in her voice. Did you think she'd get your rocks off? And then you have to like question, start hitting different categories on Pornhub. Is that what happened, Aurie?
No. Obviously, it's a medical procedure, right? But I still felt like this is someone who's like my age. And I just felt like
she might have iPlayer. she might recognize man's voice, and then my face, and then other things.
Are you that sniper pose guy? Nah, I didn't want that smoke.
Man, I don't want to have that conversation about this.
You're the one, innit? You're the one with the gun fingers. Well, funnily enough.
You're an idiot.
I don't want that, innit?
Oh, I can't do gun fingers anymore. I can't do it anymore.
Because you're gonna think of a prostate exam.
This isn't. No.
So yeah, man, it was just one of those things that. See, so they sent like an older lady. She, I can't make this up. Joe, she reminds me of when she came in the room. Edna Mode from The Incredibles.
Oh, darling.
The little short lady. Oh, she's cute, man.
No, not when she's trying to get a prostate.
No, man. Come on, try to relax. Try to relax. It's only going to take a couple of seconds.
Oh, my God, it was so funny.
Relax, exhale.
Oh, it was so funny. But no, honestly, all jokes aside, when men say they don't want to get that done, that's life or death.
Life or death.
That is life or death. I don't know. Do you know, I remember when I was younger, I went to my school sent you. I remember when they used to try to scare you when you went in there. You had to get medical done at your school because it was a boarding school. So they had to have all your records on. And the medical included having to check, it wasn't prostate, but it was check your size, your health and so on. And then also they had to check down there. Now you can say no to it and get it done with your own GP, or the school would do it. And but how they checked, it wasn't no big feel around or whatsoever. It was just a cough test, right? And that people may laugh and say, "Oh, you let that happen when you're a child." It's not about that. It's a medical
procedure.
Checkup.
Yes.
One boy, luckily, got checked. I remember he was in my year. Luckily, they checked him out. They found out that he had an abnormality down there. He had that check. They took him out of school. We didn't really know why until he came back, because obviously it's very personal. And because what had happened, he found out that there was a growth in his area down there that wasn't accounted for.
Right.
So it's a good thing they found that at 11. So when he came back at school, he explained what was going on, and this was something to do with him going through puberty and just something to do with like a torsion, twisting, and a growth or something of that nature. He explained it, And people used to make jokes about him, and the medicals say, "Yeah, they're gonna try to cut you and all of that." That's not the case. He did that, and it helped save him because
Yeah.
that could have been a lot worse growing up.
Trust me.
especially going through puberty. So
Or maybe, that could have resulted in him not growing up.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? These things they are not a
Exactly.
joke. They're not done to try and emasculate the man. Them. Nah, bruv. Go and
you'll-
get your things checked.
You'll get some idiot that will hear it and go, busting joke about that. It's like you cannot joke about health when it comes to that kind of stuff. So men, like, I remember my uncle, he done like a charity event trying to raise the awareness of men having to get themselves checked out when they get to a certain age, because black men don't get their prostate
No,
checked because
not
it's
at all.
the stigma of nah, me can't do that, man.
No,
Oh, you
man,
mean?
man, don't let
Man
next
thing,
man touch my
fire
things.
bond them,
Nah,
something there, you
man,
mean?
bond that.
Fire bond them something there. When I man finger that, nah, man.
Nah, man, me not know that. Me not even that girl do them thing there. Nah, man.
So yeah, it needs to get done, man.
100%, 100%, man. 100%.
Sorry, my elbow's dry.
Let me see elbow.
Nah, it's alright.
Let me see the elbow.
I just see your
good.
tattoo. What's this to go with DJ?
Don't divert.
Yeah.
Press,
No.
pause, stop,
No,
rewind,
no, 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 no,
record.
no, 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 no.
This is
no,
like
no.
a
Carmen,
video. Old
That's the digital
school.
one.
That's
Yeah, the
great.
I'm going
one.
digital.
Let me see the elbow.
How about no?
Let me see the elbow.
I've seen it already. It is dry.
Is it
It's
mad
dry.
dry?
You know what it is? It's because I've been
Come
etching
on,
on here.
SheJay. Come, she.
Kind of like I don't carry cream with me.
I'm joking. It's not dry. I was
Oh,
joking,
no,
I was
it's
joking.
dry.
How is it?
It's dry. But no, my tattoo. That's my first and only tattoo. I want to get a tape done, an audio tape. So I've got analog and digital.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Lyrics for them.
Oh, sorry. Change the subject. Has anybody ever had these before?
Krispy Kreme
Never.
popcorn.
Krispy Kreme popcorn. Original glaze.
Is it
Krispy Kreme
actual popcorn? Is it?
It's
Sorry.
popcorn.
So is it a?
It's a
donut?
popcorn kernel. No, it's just it's popcorn. But
But
it's
it
got
tastes-
the original glaze. Glaze on
Okay.
it.
Bust
Oh,
that,
are we
then.
gonna have some?
Bust that.
Bust that, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are trying some Krispy Kreme
Krispy
popcorn.
Kreme popcorn. I saw them when I was in Victoria Station coming home yesterday.
Here you go.
Oh, it's raining.
And I've
on
had
me.
them
Oh, it's
before.
raining.
Yeah.
Oh, sugar. I'll sort that out.
Shouts out to Ashanti.
Do you wanna close it maybe?
Yeah, we got.
You get me? I'll sort that out in a minute. How about you close the window already?
We have to wrap up anyway.
How about that?
We have to wrap up. Oh, look,
See,
I'm just
this.
the mic out.
See, I have to free the realness because I have to cream. Because I start to feel like an arid riverbed.
All right, let me. It's raining on you, yeah. Bye, bad.
I might have to wait for that to stop because I ain't got time to be rebraiding. Because I did feel one breeze come, and then two twos now. Live, innit? Yo, I'll share the goods. Eat them, yo.
Oh, thank you.
For real. They're wicked. Krispy
Where'd you buy
Kreme.
it from?
Krispy Kreme. From the Krispy Kreme shop. Any Krispy Kreme shops. You're an idiot.
I thought I felt something. This guy.
But nah. Krispy Kreme, we are open to sponsorship. So give Aurie Styla. That's Aurie Styla on Instagram and Twitter. Let's give him a shout. We need Krispy Kreme sponsorship because this popcorn live. Live.
I gotta make it.